The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed on this show are not to be presented as facts or an indicting nature to any party, viewing, or mention. We hope you're entertained. Thanks for watching. Nephew, move your chips, please.
Oh, wait. He needs to.
It's okay, y'all. We gonna get nephew Grace. You know, he ain't used to being up here.
Yeah, you know, I just be eating in the background sometimes.
Okay, welcome to episode 58. 58 or 59?
Something like that.
58? Yay, episode 58!
Woo!
Yeah.
We got some special guests today. I'm Bree. This is nephew Chris. We got the beautiful J. Marie is back. Yay!
Yeah.
We miss her.
What up, Jay?
Act like I never left.
It's the sultry voice for me. And we got Mark here as well. I don't know if y'all remember Mark. Mark hasn't been, you haven't been with us since we've been.
This is my first time in the studio with y'all.
In the studio, yeah.
Yeah, I was over on the
live
Zooms and all that.
When we
the
was on
lives
Zoom. Yep.
Yup. It's happy to be here. Happy to be all this wood panel and lights and production crew back there. Shout out to the production crew. Glad to be here. Glad to be here, everybody.
Wood panel is crazy.
Yeah, I'm a rap journalist, by the way, for those that don't know. You know, I do stuff with Rolling Stone, Sun-Time, Tribune, the whole gamut, you know. Glad to be here.
Okay, it's giving credible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very credible
Alright.
source. We like that. We're going to kick it off. How was y'all weekend?
Well, I'm go first.
Yeah, you go first.
I go first. My weekend was cool. I didn't really do too much. Some video work, some photo work. Event coming up on Sunday. I'm excited about that.
Yay.
You feel me?
What's the event?
A6 and Modern Variety. They doing like a photo gallery for a bunch of photographers out here. I'm like 1 to 20. So I don't know. I'm just excited to see what everybody else got. You know, like I got my work ready to show, but I want to see what everybody else got. But that's it. What about
You
you,
made
Jay?
me a proud auntie.
Thank you.
I know, just doing your thing.
You be hustling. Every
Okay.
time I see him, man, you always hustling, man.
I'm trying. I be
You're doing.
somewhere doing something.
Doing something for somebody.
Somewhere perfecting his craft.
A little
Okay.
bit.
J. Marie, how was your weekend?
My weekend was cool. Christmas shopping, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much how my weekend went.
Are you done Christmas shopping?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I haven't
like
even
2
started.
days.
It's hard because like my kids have everything already. So like now I'm trying to get creative.
Mm-hmm.
What do they
got all the
want
game
now?
systems. They have all what do you buy a kid that has everything? So you know what
Books.
I'm doing?
Okay,
V-Bucks.
a
That-
book.
Some Fortnite. Some.
I'm actually going to transform my basement into like a gaming station for them. So yeah, I've
They
been
finna
buying
start
stuff.
making you some money.
Oh
Watch.
God, they finna start streaming.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the plan.
Damn.
I like that for you. Mark, how was your weekend?
I don't remember my weekend. To
It
be
was that
honest with
lit?
you. It was
Fucked
boring.
up.
It was
relative-
boring.
It was chill. Word out. Oh, I did go to a holiday party. I've been going to a couple holiday parties and everything like that. You know, corporate stuff. I'm going to Winners. Y'all going to the Winners Diary thing coming
I'll
up?
be there, y'all.
Yes, sir.
That's the next
Shout
thing.
out to Tink.
Yup.
This
that.
Friday, right?
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah,
Tink
yeah.
and Sexy Red.
That's
Ooh.
crazy.
And Anne Marie, let's not forget.
Anne Marie,
But-
Feather, Santa. All our Chicago R&B girlies.
a good ladies' night kind of thing with all like the ladies that appeal the most to the South and West Side that represent that specifically. You know, Tink and Sexy Red. That's an amazing contrast.
That's
when you
that's
think about
a
it.
that's a
That was
crazy
a nice way to put it. An
contrast.
amazing contract.
Yeah, I love both of them though.
No, we
I
love
mean, you
Sexy
gonna
Red.
look. No, this actually is a really good idea because think
Yeah.
about it. Tink, you know they represented how you do the whole breakup. 1 minute you crying, you gotta listen to Tink, and the next minute you shaking ass.
My
and
baby
Sexy Red.
daddy. My baby daddy.
I ain't gonna lie. If you ever want to get me in my feelings, like if you ever just want to see the real me, just play that. Tell me about somebody. Body.
Mark, I ain't think we need to
Treat
know.
me like somebody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He done butchered the host. He butchered your name.
Well, I'm glad you're gonna be
Hey,
there.
he did his thing.
So you could sing your heart out. We could get
Yes.
into the. Oh, my weekend was cool.
Yeah.
I took a break this weekend. I was in the house like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You was like, don't ask me for nothing.
Oh, don't ask me for nothing. Don't ask me to do nothing. Don't ask me if I got nothing. Don't ask me if I seen anything, because I haven't. I'm not doing it.
Why so? Why you take a break?
Because I was tired.
Of course.
And then, after you pay rent sometimes, you be like, let me bask in the ambiance of my rent. I need to get my money's worth out of my rent. So, yeah, I Instacarted. When I said I didn't leave my building, I did not leave my building.
Really? Crazy.
Did not leave my building. And it was so good. And I wish I could spend every weekend like that. But, yeah.
Okay.
I need to pull up on you.
We're going to be at Tink on Friday. I'm doing some what you call it? I don't know. We put on like Christmas onesies and going bar crawling on Saturday. Me and my girls. Yeah.
Y'all going Christmas carol, sing Many Men?
Many Men is crazy. We should do that. Just start ringing people doorbells, singing hip hop songs.
Wait, they've been doing that already.
You gotta sing Many Men.
We should start doing that. That sounds fun. But yeah, this weekend is busy for me. But yeah, let's get into these topics. Which y'all want to go? Let's go through the toxic ones first. Travis Hunter, he just won the Heisman Award. Congratulations!
Congratulations on the Heisman.
We know Travis Hunter has been in the news for not only his achievements, but the criticism of his fiance. Mm-hmm. What's her name? Leanna Lene. Chris.
They need to name her Shut the Hell Up.
Stop! Okay, so Leanna Lene has been in the news alongside her boyfriend Travis Hunter because of just her reactions to things. So he had one of the biggest games of his life, and allegedly, she got mad at him because he was like talking to like the cheerleaders, like smiling at the cheerleaders or something. Oh. So when the camera panned over to them, instead of her like celebrating her man, they was like, oh, she took his shine away, da da da. And then from there, it just kept falling like dominoes. It just kept falling. So then they were saying that when he won his Heisman Award, that Deion Sanders had to like nudge her to like stand up to like congratulate him for it. So yeah, I really want to.
After that, did you see the video like him taking pictures? I think like at his pop-up shop.
Oh yeah, with the Adidas pop-up shop, and she was sitting there like, "Do you want me to sit here
all day?"
Yeah. So she created an 8-minute video on Instagram, no TikTok. Yeah, it was an 8-minute video, and she kind of like laid out like everything that happened and how we thought it was. It looked like one thing, but it wasn't that thing. But before we get into the 8-minute video, I want to hear Jay Marie's perspective on it, because I feel one way, but I feel like you feel a entirely different way than I feel about it.
Okay, so first and foremost, I think they need to get her some media training. I think if you're going to be in any type of spotlight, especially like given the reputation that athletes' girlfriends, like the things that that's expected of them. You look at the NBA, the girlfriends in the NBA, like he has to start carrying himself like a professional, which means the people around him kind of have to too, or you just don't speak. So I think some media training is definitely needed on her behalf, but I also think she just needs to shut the hell up. And the reason why I say that is because we have a situation where she's a young lady. They're very, very young. So obviously they, she feels like she needs to explain herself, but I think in explaining herself, she's actually making it worse. So, first and foremost, I just feel like she needs to be quiet. Don't feel the need to always explain yourself, because if you explain yourself one time, you're going to have to continue explaining yourself throughout his entire career.
She got to learn that you can't beat the internet.
You cannot.
Because the reality of when you get in these types, and I don't really be into them type of situations with but one thing you can't, if you in a public eye, she not used to being a public eye. She still look at herself as a regular person. And one thing about that is people on the internet don't care about the truth. Mm-hmm. They don't care about the reality of the circumstances. And then for all we know, that whole thing could have been something entirely different. The internet only cares about what they think, and they only gonna look at that as a way to confirm the beliefs that they already in that head. The best thing that young woman could do is just keep doing the best she can. and support old
The best
boys.
thing she could do is get media
Wait, what you
training.
mean?
Like,
Keep doing the best she can. It's funny to me.
There's no way around it. He is building a brand, which means that
She gotta get
at the
hella
end of the
media
day,
training.
she has to get media
gonna be a
training
football
if
wife.
she's going to open her mouth and say something. Or she could just sit in the stands and look cute.
But does she need media training? Because she's not, most of these instances, she wasn't talking to the public. She was talking to her man. And if this is how she acts, he's used to that. He asked this girl to be his fiance.
I'm talking about when she went online and did that whole explaining herself thing.
I'm not mad at her for explaining herself.
So now I am, because I feel like she made it worse. Like, at the end of the day, don't explain yourself to people who don't know you. Why do you, like, either
But
you could...
You got to think about it though. Like, she's seeing all this slander about herself online for like the past couple weeks. Like, you don't think she want to speak her piece?
I think she's just doing a little too much. Just be seen and not heard unless you're going to do something.
I mean, it's not like she hasn't already been heard because she is a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Like, they have a YouTube channel, so they kind of used to being somewhat in the spotlight. They got, like, I think, like 150,000 followers or something.
But
Subscribers.
also at the same
that's-
time, her man is moving into building a brand. He's building.
Right.
He's going to be a professional, and if you're going to be his wife, then that comes with, yes, you need to have your stuff. You need to be on your P's and Q's, which wouldn't hurt for her to get some media training so that she can, address things in a proper way, or they need to have some type of PR around them that tells them, like, yo, this is how you handle that situation. They're no longer YouTubers in college. He's no longer a college athlete.
What about
They're moving
mentorship?
into
But does it
professional.
matter if her man is just like, let her say what she got to say? Nothing that she's saying is offending anybody. Like, people are just mad because they like, oh, you taking shine from him, or oh, you doing this, oh, you doing that. But it's like, that's not stopping him from brand deals. Nothing that she's doing is like detrimental to his professional
You're
career.
right on that aspect, but at the same time, I also feel like, in a sense, like what they said, it is taken away from the shine of what he got going on. I don't know, and maybe this is I don't mean to sound old because I'm not old, but
I say the kids be like,
the time that like we look at the past and like how professional that aspect of things is changing. How athletes are carrying themselves is a little different compared to back in the day when you had a Kobe, they couldn't say certain things, they couldn't do certain things. Even the girlfriends, there was a certain way that they had to carry themselves. So maybe the times are just changing.
I think the time's changing too, because it kind of reminds me of like Queen Naija when she got signed. Like, everybody like that around that era with like her and DDG, like the YouTubers were getting deals, and they was like, well, how do you get signed and y'all acting like this on YouTube, or y'all doing this, and like all the like everything was like kind of public, but it was like they were been public, like they're used to this.
But at the same time with that's a little different because that's how they got the brand deals, was through the YouTube. This is not the same thing. Like, he didn't get the Heisman Trophy because he's a YouTuber. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where that differentiates. I just don't. My thing is
Does
that
she want to be a public figure?
Yes.
yeah, she a YouTuber.
yes.
Clearly.
Like,
TikToker.
but I mean, well, does she want to be like a Savannah James, or
She want to be with her man, okay?
Savannah James don't say nothing.
I was
She
gonna
does.
say,
She got a podcast.
but look at how long it took her to do the podcast. She
Yeah.
hasn't. She was seen and not heard. That
Seen
girl.
and not heard.
And then
Yeah.
my other question about how much is that, like, how much is this the internet versus the way that's manifesting in real life?
That is
Some of that feel like
none of
some
our
internet.
business.
It's the internet.
I mean, like, not so much into, but I mean, like, the outside world, like, compared to, because to me, I just see this on the internet. Is this really affecting their real life?
I would think so. I would think so. Like,
I don't think so, because he been real adamant. He been very he's been
like-
very loud about I love my can't see that. I love my girl. Y'all need to get up off her. He's been very adamant on protecting her, and I do respect that, because I really feel like he's just telling us like that's just how she is. Like, I'm used to this, but it's a group of the internet that's like, you need to leave her. She's not good for you, and make it worse as a
All they
biracial
thinking of is
relationship.
all the other situations with
because
athletes.
I think the thing that started off was her telling people that he wasn't her type.
That's how it started.
That's how it all
exactly
started.
How it started.
That he wasn't her type, and because she said that. Now people are like, so why are you with him?
But
I've dated a lot of men that ain't my type.
But
That's
at the
crazy.
same time, it kind of does when you
been
look
with
at
him.
it like that. And when she opened her mouth, this is why I say it wouldn't have hurt for her to have some media training, because here's the media training. Here's the thing: when you come out, and you say something like that, given the history of athletes and how they attract the women that they attract, the gold diggers and this and this. So people are looking at her when she made that statement like, you must be with him. If you're not attracted to him, you must be with him for
a come up.
And you doing YouTube too? You want to be in the spotlight too?
I don't think nothing wrong with that though. Like,
Ain't nothing wrong. No, but she definitely
I
want
don't
the
think
come up.
nothing wrong with
She
being
want
a
the come
gold
up.
digger
though.
if your man like you. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being a gold digger if the man that you digging the gold from really likes you.
That's what all gold diggers do.
Okay. I
mean,
so why
that ain't
are we
nothing
mad
different.
at this girl?
I mean, I do get if he with it,
Which he actually
then
he
ain't
is.
If he with it, we can't be mad at him.
Yeah, if he's with her for a reason and she's with him for a reason and he's fully aware of that reason, he ain't being manipulated or nothing like that.
Yeah, it's not. It don't give second place.
I'm not gonna hold you.
He been plotting on.
People was with Biggie and.
Hey,
If he like you, stay with him, baby. Okay, but no, I'm kind of with J. Marie now that we talked about it. I don't think she should have went to the internet and said nothing. No. She should have just let him stand 10 toes down about her, keep posting her little pictures on his page, and shut up.
Ooh, you know something else that kicked it off? Something else that was crazy? Because he put her in the ad for Adidas.
He trying to get both of them
That's I don't know, man. I don't know. That's wild.
I want to, before y'all move on this topic, I want to say something that's slightly related and slightly unrelated to this.
Just say what's related.
It's related to this whole conversation because we Travis Hunter. Shout out to Jackson State. Shout out to Jackson State. Shout out to Jackson State for winning the Celebration Bowl and the SWAC Championship, my alma mater.
I was out there this weekend.
Y'all they swore up and down that they weren't going to never win without Deion Sanders. Whole time, that whole thing manifested who them people are. Meat riders. Y'all meat roll Jackson State. Y'all do that, and y'all doing that same thing with Colorado. Y'all doing that same thing with Travis Hunter. It is what it is, man. You know, shout out Jackson State. Because we been lit before Deion, and we will be lit after Deion.
I didn't know you went to Jackson State.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on my bio.
Mic drop.
I'm JSU alumni.
Okay.
I went to HBCU.
JSU could mean a lot of J's, though.
There's one JSU. Everybody, it's the world famous Jackson State University.
Conspiracy.
Sonic Boom.
I love that field.
Beyonce had one of, Drake shouted us out. Beyonce shouted us out. Do y'all homework. I'm not the only person here that went to.
You are.
What you looking?
I went to Graham, but I was out there this weekend in
It do
Atlanta
hit
for the game.
different.
It was crazy. It was so many Jackson State folks out there in Atlanta. Like, you would have thought everybody that lived in Atlanta went to Jackson State. So
Oh yeah, we the biggest.
lit.
Jackson State has the biggest concentration of Chicagoans out of any HBCU.
it was
Really?
lit. It was lit for sure.
Y'all let that be known.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all.
Why out Chicago? We could. That's another story, child.
For real.
Okay, back to the toxicity. Cardi B and Offset was in the club having money wars, baby. I feel like Cardi got mad. She threw too many dollars, so she went to the internet and started posting their text messages.
Hey man, when the album coming out?
That album coming out.
Hey, let me tell y'all
I don't care
something.
nothing about.
They need to apologize to Joe Budden because they ate Joe Budden up saying that album wasn't coming out and it ain't coming out.
Now tell her since you be on us every week, how y'all Lord and Savior get on her. You ain't seen her in a couple months,
First
fool.
off-
Holla.
Nobody tell me nothing about
It's
Joe.
okay to state the facts about Joe Budden. J. Marie, and first off, it's New York. Anybody from New York, and I don't even argue with J. Marie about it. Because when we start talking about these New York topics, I'm just going to let her argue with everybody else, not me. Okay? So, but no, I hold Joe Budden to that. Y'all know, Joe Budden and Kevin Samuels, y'all love that man in Future. I'm going to get a shirt that say Joe Budden, Kevin Samuels in Future. Y'all know how they be having like Coretta Scott Keys, Joy the Truth.
Hell no.
And give it to y'all.
You
for
better
sure.
pray for that generation. Ooh,
So
wee.
do we?
So what?
My question is the crash out. And I be having to remember that we all around the same age, like us and Cardi and Offset. Well, not you, but
It's okay.
That's how bullshit manifests though when you don't have no music out for real. When you don't have no hits, you ain't got nothing in the street. That's how for real.
You don't have no outlet.
Yeah,
Let's talk about it, Mark.
Think about it. Even from a local perspective to a national perspective, all of the artists you see that got drama, they ain't got no heat out. Because if she had some heat out, I want y'all to think about this. When artists have heat out in these streets, that controversy gets pushed to the side because we all jamming to it. Whether that means Drake going through, that's how you know none of Drake's songs been sticking, and that's how you know what Cardi B
See,
like.
CJ, that's what I told you.
That's the thing. We are in such a bad drought of Cardi B music. That's why it's all this other bullshit. We need to be talking about album because how you gonna go from a classic album to nothing? Invasion of Privacy is a classic album. I don't care what
it's
anybody
a
says.
classic album. It's definitely
but I'm gonna
a
just
classic
say
album.
this: once you got beef with me, you got beef
Forever. You can't be like that with your baby daddy though, bro. You cannot be like that with your baby daddy. I just don't like that she be posting his text messages because it's like he does what every baby daddy do. Well, I ain't gonna say every baby daddy because there's some very good, faithful baby daddies out
He
there.
is a true Sag though. They're all the same.
They don't care.
They don't
Whatever
care.
they want, they're gonna get it by any means, and they're never gonna give up.
And the thing is, it's like her kind of posting them. I don't know what she was getting at, trying to post the text messages like, "Oh, you still want me," whatever the case is. But it really, for me personally, I would have been embarrassed to post that because that man not saying, "I miss you, I want to come home." That man saying, "I miss."
The
your
way he was
keyword.
talking to her was
He was talking to her like a bird. I want to
Yeah.
fuck. Like that's not how you talk to somebody that you still legally married to and got kids with.
Talking about
Like,
you look good, come over here.
Oh, boy, you can't talk to your girl like that?
No,
Y'all can't talk to your girl like that?
If y'all
if
Yeah,
y'all
why not?
together,
but that
y'all on
right,
good
if y'all
terms.
together, my man text me like, "Ooh, come over here, I wanna
Yeah.
woo wop the bam." I'ma woo wop the bam. But
That's
if we
how he
not
talked to
together,
her though.
Yeah.
But if we're
They
not
are-
together no more, so it's like
Now
you
you talking
talking to me like you
bird.
talking to these little hoes that be in your DM.
He said, "I like the face that you make." Like that's how they
He
talk,
said, "I want to."
right?
I
And
miss
he's
your.
Wait,
he
so-
said, "I miss the face you make when you." That's how they talk. You don't talk to somebody like that if that's not how y'all talk on a regular basis, out of nowhere.
Nah, if
Y'all
that's-
tripping.
No,
They got
okay.
3 kids. They was married. You know that's how they talk.
But
And she
if-
from the
That's
what
Bronx
I'm
too.
saying.
He from Atlanta.
If we not together, if my baby daddy, Lord, whoever his blessed soul is, if my baby daddy, we break up, and we in the club and he get to talking to me all, "I need you to come over here. I like the face you make." I'm be like, "Boy, you tripping? Why are you
Bye-bye.
talking to me like this? Like we not on that type of time right now."
They still be talking to each
We
other.
always on that type
Like,
of
come
time.
on.
we always. What you just said? We on that time. Forever. You feel me?
I don't like that. I wouldn't. I'm with J. Marie. I feel like I would not have posted that. Now, if he would have been like, "I love
miss
you,
you,
you the
yeah.
love of my life. I don't know what I'll ever do without you. I'm so sorry for being with these little birds. These little birds ain't got nothing on you."
Even if he would have said
You
something
posted
like,
that?
"I miss being
That's a
inside
crash
you," I
out.
feel like that's different. Like it's just the verbiage of it is completely.
I miss
different.
being
I
inside
wanna
you. It's the
fuck.
same as
No, it's
I like
not.
the face you make.
No, it's not.
Yes, it do. And y'all just want that one little moment.
A little nicer.
So why baby daddies can't never leave their baby mamas alone? Let's talk about that, Chris.
Hey, I ain't got no kids. But
What's the tea?
I feel like you can never leave somebody alone that you got a kid with. Though.
I left my baby
can-
daddy clean alone.
All right, Jay. So you say when y'all had y'all kids? How long ago?
My oldest is 10 and my youngest is 8.
All right, so when y'all like break up,
We broke up when my youngest was like 6 months old.
and y'all ain't
Oh, we did.
y'all ain't
like,
fooled around with each
for
other.
a very small period of time. We did
Okay.
for like a few months after we broke up, and then after that he died because y'all men don't take time to like heal. Y'all jump into relationships right away. So he jumped into another relationship.
They do that. They do that.
And pretty much then when they started having problems, he tried to spin the block back over here, and I said,
Why not? Why you can't?
I don't want you after you done touched whoever. I don't move like that.
That don't mean you don't love him no more.
Right.
Bye.
Jamie, you give me like I'll be madly in love with you, but just because you went to mess with somebody else, I'm not gonna talk to you no more.
I give once I'm over you, and there's no coming back, and I mean that. When she said you ain't never getting this pussy again, Cardi said that. She meant that. I meant that.
Wait. What if he changed his ways though?
No, absolutely
What if he
not.
come back around? Like if
Absolutely
he
not.
nicer, he
Absolutely
treats you a little
not.
better.
Absolutely not.
Never again.
No.
What if your kids want it?
Them
Like how-
kids don't, please.
Ain't got nothing to do with her.
Okay.
If my kid, like, if it was a situation like that, I don't think I would still, like, I don't think so. Because here's the thing. When I got with him, when you get with anybody really young and then you elevate and you grow, at some point you look at, like, remember when Ari was like, her brother, like, that's really, like, that's family, but I'm not. Like, I be looking at him sometimes like, I can't even believe I was with you.
Ooh.
That's cold. That's cold.
And it's nothing about
That's
him.
not cold.
It's nothing
It's
about
cold.
no.
It's gross.
It's
That's
nothing
cold.
about him. It's just that we are not on the same playing fields no more. So, like, my taste, who I decide to date is gonna look different. That's it. That's all.
I had read something. I forgot where it was from. I read like an excerpt from like Maya Angelou saying something like, people, they get older but they don't grow.
You got to do it in her voice though.
Okay.
Bree, don't do that. don't
Rest in
disrespect
peace
my
to the
angel.
goat.
Rest in peace to the goat.
You know, when
Some
people
Crazy.
get older but they don't grow, that means that
Sometimes
you
just
can
have to
evolve
understand.
physically and
not.
not mentally nor emotionally.
Chris, let me ask you this. 'Cause
Amen.
you got a baby mama. What
That's
does
who
it
I was
take-
asking at first, and he
But
tried
this is
to
my
ignore
question,
me.
Nah, he-
because some men do move on and they don't ever go back to their baby mama. They don't ever want. What does it take for a man to not ever want to go back to the
The look on his face is
made a child?
I don't have the answer for that. I don't.
We love it here.
Okay, well,
But that kind of stares me away a lot from dating men that already have children.
Just because you
That's
think they
fair.
might go back?
That's fair.
The dynamic sometimes, because sometimes you be in, sometimes you get into like situations where they are really like the baby mama is very dependent on the baby father for a lot of different things, and that just makes you. I be thinking like, so when we get married, like you just gonna have to get up and go.
so here's the thing with that. When me and him first broke up, he was doing a lot of things because our children were really young. So I think it matters on the age of the child. But I also think that you got to be a real strong woman to deal with somebody that has young children, because absolutely, like, and the women that be like, no, you got to set boundaries. Fuck all that.
But sometimes,
Like,
and I've also
not when
seen
they're
some baby
young.
mamas take that
Not when
to
they're younger.
advantage.
Not when they're younger, because here's the thing. When you have young children, it's a lot more. You need a lot more hands. You need a lot more help. And then if you're dealing with somebody that may have postpartum, or they may have just like adapting to single parenthood in general, it's not as easy as a transition. I would never date nobody that got really young kids. I just would
I
not.
feel that, especially if they're really young. Give me ones that got teenagers. So I could be like the rich stepmama. They'd be like, ooh, Bree, can I get some tickets? Hell yeah, here you go.
Do y'all think they can still do music together?
Who?
Cardi and Set.
Yeah, but I mean, Cardi, they ain't really make like,
I think they definitely.
I really
would.
didn't care for the music that they made together.
You ain't like Motorsport?
Motorsport was all of
That's a
them.
classic
It was more
record.
than just them two.
Classic. All right, let's
Wasn't he
stop.
on? Wasn't she on the mixtape that he had?
But when she
She
what's
did anything
that?
for clout and
Whole lot of
do
people on the
anything-
hit list.
anything
It's a
for
lot of
clout.
names on my hit list. It was cool. Like I really wouldn't care if they
Clout
made.
to me was their best record together, because I think they got like a interesting
Chemistry?
Ike and Tina dynamic. He got Offset
Child.
kind of got like a David Ruffman kind of thing going on with him. I think they
I
kind of
wouldn't
like
say Ike and Tina. I don't think he
maybe maybe that might be a little much. That's a little. I mean musically, from a musical context.
Oh, I get you. I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're
Yeah,
saying.
not relationship.
I feel what you're saying. Like he helps her make better records.
and I think they
He
help
adds
each
to the
other.
music.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I wouldn't be mad if they don't make another song again.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
just
think
me.
it's dire. It's not something that I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh.
because I don't think they've made a great song together since Clout.
No,
unless
I
we
don't
count
think
in
they've made any
motorsport.
songs.
They had
No,
some- no, he had
Motorsport
a-
came after Clout.
When he had his
I mean,
mixtape, she
no.
was on like 2 or 3 of his songs. I can't remember the song titles offhand right now.
But that answers your question. They weren't
Right.
like.
The other song, he was on her album, Came Through Dripping, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
those
that was
were
a
all-
Migos song.
Those were like way before.
Was that a Migos song?
Cloud
It was
came
a Migos
out way
song.
after.
No, that's on Cardi's album, I
Drip.
thought. I thought that was Cardi's song.
okay. Yeah, okay.
But Cloud came
Right.
out way
me-
after Drip.
Either way,
Yeah.
I don't think any of us would be like, "Oh, the
Upset.
world is ending" if they decide not to make another song together.
They can't do it for the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they gonna make some music together.
We
I
love
just
the
want
kids.
her to do her album, do her big one.
Ooh.
Shut all the haters up.
I feel like now
and
though.
that's it.
I think she want to revamp the album because of all of this that's going on. I think that's what's holding it
I don't
back.
think. I think whatever hype, like, I think she got too much hype behind the album now. Like now that she waited so long, that people are anticipating something big from you, and then
I don't think so.
I feel like people are.
I don't think so either. I think the hype was when she dropped like the Miami freestyle, and when she
Yeah.
dropped what did she dropped one more record? Enough, was it Enough?
yeah.
Is it called Enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she dropped like 2 records back to back. One was
they
a
were
freestyle,
hot.
and they was hot. And they said Offset was directing the video, and da da da. That was building us, like getting us. We're like, damn, we really finna get a Cardi album. And then it's like, boom, you pop up pregnant, and then it's like, even after the pregnancy, we like, okay, we really not gonna get no music now. So I think we just kind of like Rihanna. We just like, girl.
I think
please.
even the portion of time right after she had the baby, because she was like, this changed me, this made me want to go harder. I think people were anticipating something through even after that, but it's like, I don't know, time got away, I guess.
Wait, is Cardi
she
still
probably finna
performing?
make a. Yeah, she's still performing.
She's still
They
performing.
still be booking her in, like Vegas and stuff. She still be doing them songs.
Yeah, she still be throwing
I'm finna
bottles at
drop
people
me
in
a
the crowd.
project and just run it
I
up.
don't think I would compare her to Rihanna though, like as far as the album delay, because it's like if Rihanna put out 10 albums for 10 years, 10, 11 years. If you do that, go on that kind of run, then that's one thing to take a break and do some other shit. That's 10 albums, 10 years. How many people you know do 10 albums, 10 years? Not since LL Cool J. That's one thing. But when you come in and then have an album, then just be like, fuck everything. Not necessarily fuck everything, but it's like you don't get. It's one thing when life gets in the way of stuff, but it's like you don't get that same grace as somebody like Rihanna, like the legends get when they take a break and stuff like that. You know, everybody got to get that sophomore thing at least once.
I don't think nobody giving her grace. I don't think we're giving her grace. I think we just kind of like, okay, girl, we over it.
Yeah.
Like at this point, I feel like a large majority of the Navy is like kind of like, yeah, we not even gonna ask Rihanna no more. She gonna come out with an album.
I got one more question for you before we move around. You a hip hop journalist, right?
Yeah.
If you would have been in the club that night, whose section was you gonna be in to interview?
Cardi. Is that even a question?
I would have been in Cardi's for
Yeah.
multiple reasons.
Nah.
Man, who am I gonna pick?
Who y'all think section cost the most?
I already
Offset.
interviewed. I'm probably Cardi only because I already interviewed Offset.
That makes sense. I would have been in Cardi's only because it looked like it was less people in Cardi's
But-
section than it was in Offset section.
I think.
I don't want to be where all the hoes at. I just want to be with like a
And
couple
like-
of
But the
hoes.
gag though, I would probably, but the nigga like me, how I would finesse it is, I would probably interview everybody on both
We ain't
sides.
talking
and then
about
tell-
interviewing nobody in the club.
Now you looking
Lord.
thirsty. You can't
We
do
is
that.
kicking it tonight. We
Oh,
ain't
kicking it,
interviewing.
And you can't bop from section to section. You looking
Nah,
crazy.
Whose section you gonna
Yeah.
be in to
All
kick
set.
it? We ain't
Oh.
we ain't working tonight.
Oh, we kicking. Oh,
Yeah.
shit, that's a good question. Damn, who gonna be lit? I'll say because I know, yeah, that's a good question. Man, that's a difficult
Well, I
question.
vote Cardi. J.
Cardi.
Marie, who you vote?
I got Cardi because one, she crazy. Like you be in a section and and it didn't get a little too crazy, but she start twerking everywhere, and she just come in and start going crazy. Nope. And then on top of that, rappers, their entourage is like the worst. Like they just over aggressive, too much. I'd rather be in Cardi's section.
Oh, speaking of entourage,
Let's hold Chris nephew. Who section you gonna be in?
I'm with Cardi. I just like. I'd rather be a woman than men. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm probably gonna be in Offset section most likely.
Why?
Why?
I would be, and I love both.
It's gonna be more hoes in Cardi section.
Exactly.
Sorry to the hoes for calling y'all hoes.
I probably would. I can see that, but I think the thing is that's gonna be the most packed. That's gonna be
I
the
think
most
Offset's
jam-packed.
gonna be like J. Marie said,
Yeah.
like the entourage. He got the photographers, the people that just want to be around. I
But
think
that,
it's
you
gonna
can
be
say
too
that
many
on
people
both sides too, though.
I don't know. When I seen
I'll
Cardi
be
twerk, it
wherever
looked like she was
you
the
at.
only one in
I'm
there.
gonna tell you this. I have a rule when I go to a lot of shit. Be where Bree at.
That's your problem. If we being honest, that's your problem, Mark. We was somewhere and they was like, he with you, and I turned around. I didn't even know Mark was behind me.
Which one, Tim?
Was it Tim's? I think it was Tim.
That was the last place I think me and
I
you
think it
together.
was Tim. Somebody tell me, he was like, he with you? I turned around.
Oh,
Yeah, man, he here, man. That's
Cause likely, cause you know what it is. Likely, if you see me at a spot, I'm there because I'm supposed to be there.
We all there because we supposed to be there. What's the problem is staying back there if somebody try to kick us out. Okay, let's move on to, we gonna let y'all pick.
I'm having too much fun.
Lil Wayne giving support to the Super Bowl performance with Kendrick.
About
Fat
time.
I wanna
Joe
talk about
and
that one.
Chance. Or Remy Ma and Clarrisa Shields.
I want to talk about Kendrick.
Let's talk about Cornball Shields.
Oh, why you hating on her?
Which
Let's
one,
talk about
Chris?
Kendrick
Pick
first.
one.
I'm gonna go with Kendrick and Wayne.
I already know who you finna pick.
Y'all already know who I'm here for.
Go ahead and kick
We
it
can
off,
do whatever
Christy.
we can do whatever until we get to my topic. I ain't, this is all y'all. I'm waiting for the other one.
Okay.
Christy, we gonna let you kick off this Kendrick one too.
Okay. So Lil Wayne, you feel me? He finally spoke with Kendrick on the phone. He came out and said that he wished him well on the performance. Told him, quote unquote, he better kill it. I posed the question to y'all yesterday, like, how does that play when he's supposed to be Drake right hand man? We've been dealing with all this drama where Wayne was upset. He got on Louisiana Fest stage and said it should have been him. He was looking forward to it. And then he finally caved. It was an AI diss track that came out, I think, last night or this morning.
Right. No, that's a different one.
We just got
We just got another one
It's
from
a
what
bunch of
from
them.
what I
It's a bunch
saw.
of them.
It's trash, but
Trash.
but the notion that he got on the phone with Kendrick and gave him well wishes, that's pretty much like the cosign or the rollout that you're going to need to strap a rocket to your back and make the Super Bowl performance probably the biggest we've seen in a long time. So I wanted to ask y'all how y'all thought about it. I know you were super excited, Jay, about buying tickets. You said you going to the GNX
Why
tour.
you telling her business?
Hey.
I ain't say
She
where.
got
I ain't
a
say how
whole
much.
community out there that don't support Kendrick for real.
I mean, she might be going for work. I ain't say she was sitting in like the handicap section or she was sitting
Did
like.
you want the
feel
world
me?
to know you bought them Kendrick tickets yet?
I don't care.
How y'all feel about Wayne getting on the phone with Kendrick and
I
piecing
think
it and
that's a
piecing
great
it up?
OG move. Like, I think that's somebody in Wayne's position. Like, you know, that's good to see. That's good sportsmanship. That's good to see. You know, and I think somebody like Kendrick is well deserving of that spot anyway, regardless of what people think. Because Wayne's the better performer than Kendrick's the better performer than Wayne anyway. And I think that, you know, for him to finally pass on them blessings, especially, you know, Kendrick is always respecting Wayne and is influenced by his music. I think that's a great look for both of them. You know,
I would not be surprised if some stuff is happening behind the scenes that we don't know about as far as the Super Bowl is concerned. There could have been a call where Kendrick reached out, Wayne reached out, and they said, okay, let's see how we could implement you into the show. Because if we're taking business off the table, ain't no way you talking to my op and saying congratulations. That man called you a whole pedophile. And your right hand, the person that brought you up, mentored you, signed you, is responsible for your whole career, is dapping up. What Kendrick say on that song? One of the songs I think was "Whacked Out Mirrors." I'll never piece it up with you. Some.
You don't sit
like,
well with me.
Like, why wasn't that you don't think that? I don't know. For me personally, if somebody called me a pedophile, my homie, my brother, whoever is piecing it up with X, Y, and Z, that better be business. Because if it's not, we not talking no more.
Well, that's the thing, though, right? Do you think like Wayne and Drake are still like cool like that, though? I don't think they are.
I feel like
And that poses another question though, because a few months back, DJ Academics is not that, you know.
he be having some of the facts now.
Now you got- he is credible.
He did say that
To an extent.
there is
To
a
an
big
extent.
artist that's supposed to be close to Drake that hates him. But he never said who it was. He did
This
say
way
it
it could've
wasn't.
been
He did
Future,
say it wasn't
Nicki.
21 Savage. He did say that. But at the same time, on the flip side of that, Drake be doing some questionable things too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like if you had sex with my girlfriend when I was in jail and I still rocked with you when I got out of jail, I could do whatever the hell I want to do, and you ain't gotta say nothing about it. Especially when it comes to the bag. Like at the end of the day, like even I feel like in our situations, like we gonna be in situations where maybe it's somebody that one of our homies don't like, or maybe it's somebody that done did something to us. But at the end of the day, if the bag is there, we're going to get the bag. So if Kendrick is thinking about bringing out Wayne for the Super Bowl, you'll be dumb as hell to be like, nah, because I'm standing beside Drake. I'm not going to do the Super Bowl, bro. Like, that's crazy.
The thing about it, too, you got to look at Drake and Top Dog. Drake and Kendrick and them, they have a relationship independent of. Because that's the other thing I think about when it comes to people that be beefing. Sometimes your op and they op could have a whole independent relationship that have nothing to do with you at all. Because you remember one of my favorite songs from that era was All My Life by J-Rock, Lil Wayne, and Kendrick. So they had their whole history then anyway.
And let's not forget the Cash Money reunion that who was there from TDE? Somebody was there from TDE.
Was it Remy?
And Drake wasn't there. Everyone was there. Drake did not show up to that. And I believe Wayne was there. They were honoring Birdman and I think all the Cash Money. Drake wasn't there.
I don't think Drake and Wayne are cool.
They're probably not cool. And if not, then shoot, I don't blame Wayne.
Or either.
Because like even when the whole thing was going down with like Drake and Kendrick, like nobody from Young Money was saying nothing besides like
Nicki.
I think Nicki and
she didn't say that much.
See the way Drake did her. He just recently teamed up with Lotto.
Yeah, so like I don't think.
But that's because he was freaking on her sister too. So
well, I have a theory that they freaking on each other, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Tell me more.
No, we not getting into that.
We'll talk about that off camera.
Talk more on that.
That's nothing. Well, regardless, I hope that them making up means that Wayne is coming out at the Super Bowl. I really, really, really pray that he brings Wayne out.
But what do you want to see from Wayne? Like just a song?
I personally would love to see All My Life with J-Rock.
That ain't coming
on there.
That ain't. I love that song. That's so like underground though. But
they
like,
might do a little snippet, you know.
They ain't gonna do
ain't
that.
gotta do the whole thing.
Be on there.
Millie for sure. He gotta do
it. Because if he bring Wayne, he only gonna do like one song.
That's fine. That's all we need.
Just a Millie?
Yeah, what you want him to do? Hold no ceilings mixtape.
He can't do
6
like,
foot.
Y'all know Wayne don't know. Y'all know Wayne don't know how to get off the stage either. I done seen
That's
Wayne
why
like
you only gotta let him do one song.
Yeah,
you
bro.
got this one song, and we get you up out of here. You get him another song, baby. It's gonna be a Cash Money reunion.
So how would y'all feel if Wayne didn't come out at all? What if it was just Kendrick?
I wouldn't feel no
we
type
was
of way.
expecting that anyways.
Yeah.
It's just it would be nice that if at the end of the day, Kendrick don't have to do anything, but just to pay homage to the people that came before you, that's something that you should do.
That's
respectfully.
But the thing is,
the honorable thing would be to do that.
I think,
and for the culture, like
I feel like that'd just be like giving Wayne like a here nigga, damn, like all right, bro, you've been begging for this for you've been begging for this for the past year. Nah, because nobody, like I said, nobody gets to perform in their city for the Super Bowl, and they just start putting rappers in there. Like nobody cared before Jay-Z put Dr. Dre, Eminem, and all of them on for the LA show. Now Wayne feel like he entitled to perform for New Orleans at the Super Bowl.
And that's
what's throwing me off. Like
my thing, though.
nobody's ever had that.
Is he wrong for feeling entitled when he's put in so much work?
To be fair, Wayne,
favorite rappers.
Don't get me wrong.
To be fair, that ain't Wayne has. When you look at the history of Wayne and his behavior over all these years, he has a complex regardless, independent of that.
You got short man syndrome.
He feel that he should be performing though just because he's fucking Wayne, and I don't think that.
But is that wrong? He is a fucking
I don't think that's wrong either. But that's what I do feel like that Wayne should have went through. He was supposed to go through this process because I feel like it is a little bit of self-reflecting on how you perform. It's a little bit of self-reflecting on the higher, like the higher ups,
with that,
and how they feel. Because it's always like you be like, why didn't I get this opportunity? this is why you didn't get this opportunity. It's not just because you're Lil Wayne. It's not because you've been asking about it and we want to go against the grain just because you're Lil Wayne. No, it's really stipulations as to why you didn't get this opportunity right now.
Because really and truly, if we think about it, that would have actually been a big moment for the Super Bowl had they decided to bring Wayne and Kendrick, since Kendrick was having such a big year. If they decided off rip, like, yo, we're going to bring Kendrick, we're going to bring Wayne out for New Orleans, that would have been a really big moment. So then it does have to, you do have to kind of look at, I don't know, if I was Wayne, that's what I would do. I would take some self-reflection time to be like, this would make sense for me to do. Why didn't they choose me?
And then the internet was showing you. Look at the last couple performances that you had, bro. You was damn near how Kodak was at Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
Wayne be out here like wilding, and that's at a point in time it made sense. Like that's when mosh pitting became a thing. That's when he was going through his rock star era. So it just made sense for people to just be rah, and you could just rah with them. The Super Bowl, you actually have to perform. People are not sitting there with you and just mosh pitting. No, you have to really perform. And I feel like the higher ups, the people that be, didn't think that he was ready for that.
Especially when you think about just the history of the Super Bowl, how they even put their shows together. It is very strategic. It's a whole production. Look at Usher's, Beyonce's shows before, like. So
to be honest with you, this is why I would much rather see a Cash Money, Young Money show at the Super Bowl. Because on his own thing, whether that be the next Super Bowl, because the thing about it, I understand Wayne at some point should be on Super Bowl because of what he means to sports, specifically what he means to sports culture. So he should be able to, just because he should be able to perform at some point at the Super Bowl. And I feel like it should be, for something like the Super Bowl, it should be a Young Money, Cash Money thing with Wayne, Hot Boys, Juvenile, Drake, Nicki Minaj, the whole gamut. It's something like that, kind of like how they did with the
whole what?
Atlanta joint.
Gamut.
What is
I have
that?
one.
I never heard.
The whole shebang. You know what I'm
to
saying?
say, though, because then nobody is pointing the finger, and let's just take a step back, because even when this came out, everybody was kind of mad at Kendrick, said Kendrick should do this, and this.
Wrongfully.
They hold up, though, because it has been proven that they asked Drake to do it a few times, and Drake declined.
Yeah.
That would have been Drake's moment to have Young Money, Cash Money on stage to do that. So really, I blame Drake.
That's fine.
wanna see
They say
what nobody even think about
Drake
Drake,
is a
man.
selfish Scorpio, and I
wanna
love
hear
it. I don't blame him
I
for
want to hear
nothing.
what
This is my
Roger
opportunity.
Goodell
I'm going to
say.
do what I
People
want to
say
do.
Drake did this. I'm not believing nobody about nothing until Roger Goodell says it. That's how I am with it. Anybody could say, oh, Drake could come out right now and say, yeah, they offered me the Super Bowls, and you know what I mean? He might be lying.
That's okay.
He might be
That's
lying.
cool.
Lying about the Super Bowl is hella disrespectful.
I don't think he would. I think Drake ain't that crazy. I don't think he's so
I don't
much
know. I
of a
done
social
met some
He
fan.
a
crazy
troll though,
Scorpios,
so I don't know. Yeah, you
That's
know
why I
the
want to hear
Scorpios,
what
we
Roger
crazy.
Goodell got to say about it.
You know, I'm a Scorpio, so we lie when we have to. But no, I think Drake lied about the Super Bowl is disrespectful. Something else that Fat Joe thought was disrespectful is all the way up.
Nothing can stop me.
I ain't gonna lie.
Let me get some context real quick. So he gave his 2 cents on how All the Way Up lost. Was it Song of the Year? Lost
Something like that.
lost in the Grammys to Chance. The year that Chance got his 3 Grammys.
Fat
Just
Joe-
give y'all context.
I remember.
Because my
what
thing
was
is
the song?
one.
So
What was the song?
His
All the way
Chance's
up.
song. No,
no-
Chance's
Chance's
All the Way
song?
Up.
No problem.
No problem.
No problem.
I ain't gonna lie, I could understand the competitiveness of Fat Joe, because one thing about Fat Joe and his legacy, he deserves to be homaged as one of the greatest hit makers in all of hip hop. So for him to have a hit that far down in his career like that, not a lot of OGs have done that. Not even some of the greatest rappers. Very few rappers at that far down in his career has had a hit like that. You know, so I understand why he felt the way he felt, but those chances, you ain't fucking with No Problems. I think No Problems is better.
No
Maybe it's
Problems.
just the Chicago and me, but I think No Problems is a better song than All the Way Up. Even though All the Way Up was that fire, I ain't gonna lie, it's still fire to this day. But No Problems and for what that meant to Chicago at the time and things that nature.
Not even just Chicago, like,
and that's an amazing
It's
song.
a powerful song.
just even the
Yeah.
way it come on, just
With
the
2
music in that
Chainz
time,
and-
people trying to stop you from being independent, labels trying to stop people from like making their own money, doing their own music. One more nigga try to stop me to be some dreadhead niggas in your lobby.
And then,
what-
like, let's think about the fact that
What?
they didn't even want to nominate that. They didn't even want to nominate it because
It was
it
a
wasn't an
mixtape.
album. It was
Yeah,
a
it
mixtape,
was a
which was
mixtape.
a rule by the Grammy.
So that was iconic within itself. Like if that you could have just held all the way up, you should have waited till next year to drop it. So you could have been in the Grammys with somebody else besides Chance.
I don't know. I think.
I just don't like he holding on to it for so long. Like let it go,
Yeah,
Fat Joe.
But well, 20, what, 18,
20,
17?
17?
I could see how he feel though, cause like.
Because he said it was disrespectful that he lost.
That's ego. That's
Yeah.
all art. Cause let's
He's a
be real.
Leo.
And not even just that. All artists have egos. Even from Chicago to beyond, everybody
And he's
think
from
they
the
a star in their own head. Everybody think they should have did, even whether it's awards to list.
And Chicago wasn't having big wins like that either back then at the time. So they like we
That's
had
why-
drill music, but wasn't no niggas at the Grammys.
Dirk, the
Sure.
first motherfucker from in a long time.
And that was way hella after.
Yeah.
So wait, so who was the feature on No Problems?
Two
Wayne.
Chainz
Two
and
Chainz
Wayne.
Two Chainz and Wayne.
Ooh, that was an amazing, that Collie Grove era, boy. That's the other thing. I want to say this the other great thing about No Problems. Chance and, 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne gave them their heat, man. That was one of the greatest Wayne verses that he put out in such a long time with No Problems. That's one of the reasons what make that song so dope. Better than any verse I think he might have gave Fat Joe at the time.
Now
You know
who?
what I mean?
Now who?
That's probably why he really feel away. That's probably why he feel away.
could
Because
be.
he should put Wayne on all the way up.
Yeah.
Now who was the feature? Because I feel like this is gonna go right into our next topic too. Who was the
You
feature?
know it's gonna go into our next topic.
Who was the feature on All the Way
We
Up?
talking about Remy Ma.
That was a joint record between because they put out a joint album at the time. So that was both
Who?
their records together.
I thought
Remy
Fat
Ma.
Joe and Remy
Pato
Ma.
Plono. That was Joe and who else? It was
That
French,
Joe and
right?
No, Joe and Remy.
Remy Ma.
No, it was a man. It was another
French
man
is
on
doing
there.
the
Was
chorus,
it? Or
though.
maybe it was a remix.
No,
Yeah,
it's-
French was on the song, but he didn't do the album.
No,
that
I'm
was
s-
their
we-
joint album.
So when we talk about the award, I wasn't.
talking about
I,
the song.
I wasn't trying to get off into something. I'm saying like
We talking about
do y'all-
All the Way Up.
Do y'all think that made a difference in terms of All the Way Up having Remy and French on the song versus No Problems having a Wayne on the song or a 2 Chainz on the song at the time?
I don't think so. I think around that time,
think it
French,
did.
like French.
You think it did, right?
No,
I
French
thought I was the
Montana-
only one.
French Montana was hot. Like French Montana is known
was
for making
wild.
hits.
French was high, but
Like think
he-
about the
But
song
he don't got
with,
Grammys. Is
what's
what I'm
that one
saying.
with Sway Lee? Unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
I'm pretty sure that's got to have an award. That's
It
got to have
was-
like a Grammy.
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
know.
That was
no,
after
no,
though,
no,
wasn't
no.
it? Or was that before? Was
I think it
Unforgettable
was
before?
after. I think it was after.
But somebody
Because he
kept-
did it with Sway Lee by himself. It wasn't both.
Y'all
of
know
them.
the Grammys is political. That's what I'm saying.
But what I was gonna say is that on the flip side of that, just to play devil's advocate for a second, that should also speak to how great the song was. That song was All the Way Up was.
It was a
everywhere.
moment, for sure.
And if you really do look at the feature, Remy had just came home, and then it was just French. I mean, I don't really know I can't remember exactly what. I've never
That's
really been
historic too. That's
a big
foreign
French
context.
fan. But if you really think about it from that aspect of things, maybe that's why he does feel like, yo, I did deserve something because here I am. This
Got
girl
a
just came out
nomination.
of jail. Like the feature compared to like so then the next question is No Problems. Would it have been that great of a song if Wayne and 2 Chainz wasn't on it?
That's a good question.
No, because I felt like those verses were so great. What Chance was like, what 2 Chainz and Wayne gave Chance. They were a major part of the song. That's why it even feels weird hearing Chance performing without Wayne and 2. Not to say that it's dependent on, that would be a dope song by itself, but I don't think it would have went to that peak if they haven't delivered, not just them being on for the sake of it, but the type of verses they gave them, the performance that they delivered on No Problem.
So
I don't think.
No,
Can we talk about Chan's verse on the song first of all? Like,
Chance versus was fire too.
Chance
Don't
was
get
hard.
me
who had the
wrong.
best verse on the song?
Chance.
Don't say.
Chance.
Stop.
I'm
Chill.
Oh, no
chill.
problem.
Chill. Relax. That's
Chance.
Chance
the
had a
best
fire
verse.
verse
no
on that
bueno.
song.
No way. No way. All the way up. Everybody
Hold on,
smoked.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all though. I didn't even know that they was on the song 2 Chainz and Wayne.
You didn't know that?
You say it's something
I completely
that
forgot.
I
I completely forgot what they was even on the song. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm hot.
Ain't that when he was like,
I'm hot.
take shirt up, way around here like a helicopter?
What are you talking about?
Ain't that,
Put ISO on
Yeah.
bro.
Wait, no.
What are you talking about, bro?
What's up? What's
Chris,
up?
this is Chris.
Hey, who-
Story time with Chris.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Story
All
time
right,
with Chris.
so
How did you forget?
all right, so that album came out, or this mixtape, right? Because it messed me up. It came out my senior. Hey, see what? It came out my senior year of high
Every
school.
week, bro.
And I think it was supposed to be a mixtape, but you couldn't get it on like by mixtape. So I couldn't even really hear the album for real because you had to buy it, but it was a mixtape. I'm like, bro, why I gotta buy it? It's supposed to be like on my mixtapes or something like that. So I think I only heard a few songs from it, and then I completely forgot that Wayne and 2 Chainz was
But
on
you
it.
ain't never heard that song.
every-
106 Park was still a thing. It was on top 10 countdown.
You ain't hear it on the radio.
No, it
WGCI
wasn't.
played that song.
It definitely was. I remember that.
It was on the top 10 countdown?
Yes.
BET ended like 18?
BT never ended.
I'm sorry. 106
Get him off of here.
Wait, 106 in Park.
I just needed that for a second. So look, All the Way Up felt like New York. That I want to say that's probably one of the last records that New York as a collective got behind. I don't know if y'all like maybe 5-year-old, maybe some of the new acts now, but All the Way Up felt like a big regional record.
Big song.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Does No Problems feel like
Chicago.
Can't Tell Me Nothing? We talked about that about a month ago. Did it feel like
Yes.
Chicago?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even with even with 2
I feel
Chainz
like
and Wayne on it?
It
does.
felt
Yes.
like it still
Yes.
felt like Chicago when it first come on before the beat
And even in the
dropped.
beat.
I feel like certain aspects of it feel like Chicago. The
But-
message feel like Chicago.
But also, I feel like that's probably what made that helped it win a Grammy because you could still drop No Problems at festivals right now and it's gonna go up.
I've been to
Who
a few
produced No
festivals
Problems?
over the last few years.
know,
I ain't never
probably-
heard them. play
I've
no
been
No
to
Problem.
hella festivals
I wanna
over the
say
last few
Peter,
years.
but
You
I'm
drop No
probably
Problems,
wrong.
it's going
I still
crazy.
hear it in arenas. I still hear it around, but I hear All the Way Up more than I hear No
I was
Problem.
gonna say you
I
gonna hear
don't.
all the way up at an NBA
yeah.
game. You gonna hear that.
That's made
I
for
hear
that
No Problem
song.
a lot.
That's made for
I hear
the
No
NBA
Problem a lot.
too.
I would have picked All the Way Up for the Grammy over Chance.
I
And
probably
I
would've
bang with
Chance.
Chance.
I think it's more about the message though. I think more like his message in his song versus their message. It's really just like it's just like a turnt song. It's really just like a hit. It's really just
Shout
something to
out
hype
Rash
you
Tracks,
up.
by the way,
I don't
who
think it
produced the
was.
song.
Speaking of a hit,
Like
Remy
that.
Ma, Clarrisa Shields.
Cornball Shields.
Stop calling her that, bro. She got a movie coming out, The Fire Inside by Ryan Destiny. We interviewed Ryan Destiny. Go ahead and check out the interview. Fire Inside drops Christmas. Day
Christmas
before
Day.
Christmas. Yeah, Christmas Day. Go ahead and check it out. Shout out to Clarrisa Shields.
I love that woman, by the way.
I love the movie. Remy or Clarrisa?
Clarrisa.
Okay, I didn't know who Clarrisa Shields was until we went to go to the screening of the movie, but she's a Olympian, a boxer that won hella titles.
Champion, yeah.
Champion, a lot of
One of
championships.
the greatest
She a
female
tough girl.
boxers
Yeah,
of all
for
time.
sure. She from Michigan. She a Midwest girly. So earlier this week, Remy Ma exposed her and Papoose for messing around. She put up text messages on the internet. Like, it was giving big crash out. One of my coworkers said Black Love is dead because y'all know Papoose and Remy was like the poster face for Black Love when we was all like, yeah, let's get married, Black people. Yeah, so Black Love is crashing right now. Crash out on Black Love. I don't think that Remy should have posted those text messages.
All this stuff.
I agree with you.
I don't
but
think
Remy
Papoose-
gonna Remy.
That's the theme of the show.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Remy.
You're right.
Like
I
whatever.
can-
When you look at the history of Remy Ma and a lot of things she do and say, we don't want you don't want none of that. But Remy gonna Remy regardless. That's just the reality of it. Remy is gonna Remy.
But do we agree with Remy always?
No, it ain't a
Remy
matter.
is?
No, that's the thing. You don't. We don't. I don't agree with none of it. It's just a matter of Remy gone Remy. I don't agree with any of it.
Okay, so how do you feel if Remy gone Remy? How do you feel about Clarrisa saying now she want to get in the ring with her?
Well, knock her ass out.
No, she not. No, she not.
She gonna knock Remy out,
she
man.
I don't know now, because
We gonna
you
pull
in the ring with somebody that's trained. I don't know, somebody from
There's
the
a
streets
street.
might just
You know what's
get
funny?
that
People-
one on you.
You know, that's the thing. People say that, but then the thing about it, street fighting ain't the same as boxing. Like, that's the thing. Like, you don't know what people gonna do. How you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What's the
Really, I
reason-
mess around, kick you in the shins, next thing you know, you on the floor.
What's the reason
She
for them
walk,
getting in
walk.
the ring though? Are they fighting over Pap?
That's
Or they fighting over principle?
Yes.
That is exactly
Yes.
why
Yes.
I called the girl corny. Because to me, that's a cornball move. You're a whole pro boxer and you trying to get in the ring
Well,
with
how
this
you-
man's wife. Like let's cause that's the thing that blows me about this entire situation. I don't care if she cheated first.
You
That's
can't
exactly what I
say
was
you
gonna
don't care. And Moo, you can't say you don't
That's not care.
care.
Let me tell you why. Because at the end of the day, you still know better. As a woman, you know, hold up. Let me get what I gotta say out before y'all start making faces. The point that I'm making is that they're both married. I'm not saying what she did was right at all. But what I am saying is that you as another woman know the situation. Everybody knows the situation. Everybody knows that they're still legally married. Everybody knows that they share a child together. Everybody knows that they got business stuff together. And you are entertaining that, knowing all of that. And I don't think in general, whether they famous or not famous, if you are legally married to somebody and y'all share a life together, there's certain things that you, just because she goes out and does whatever she does, doesn't mean that he got the right to do whatever he's doing.
Why not?
Yeah.
They
They're
married
still
for real?
married. Under God
real?
and under the law, they're still married.
Jay, I got a question.
Did you take
Is
a shot
she-
before you came here this morning?
Let me finish though.
No, I agree
Let me
with you.
finish.
It's just a fact checking question I want to ask you. It doesn't isn't Clarrisa also engaged to somebody
I
else?
think she
They said
was
she broke up
engaged. They
with
broke
the
up.
person.
Yeah.
But here's my thing too: if you look at the text messages that was sent between her and Pap, she's begging for flowers. She's begging for time. She's begging for all of these things, baby. If that man is married with kids with this person, and you begging for X, Y, and Z, you look crazy. Like, at the end of the day, you do look like a side chick, because if this was a real relationship, you wouldn't have to do all of that.
But she never said she wasn't a side chick.
That don't make it right. That's
If that's
worse.
what she wanna be.
It didn't even seem like she was asking for much anyway, too. And to be fair, the rumor is that Pap knocked out easy to begin with. So my question when it came to like what are they fighting over is what's the subject of this? Like if he passed Remy, y'all not fighting for who's gonna be in Pap's life. Y'all fighting because both of y'all on the internet going at each other for what?
At this point, it's about the principle.
It's about the
fighting
principle.
going
Definitely.
on both sides, though. So that Shorty want to fight the wife, which I think is crazy to me.
Easy
Like,
said he don't want to fight Pap no more. He
Crazy.
say he done.
He-
He getting
I'm cool.
knocked down
Even
with
the
one cylinder.
aspect of her saying in the thread, "Why you ain't tell me you fell asleep in a sprinter?" Come on.
What you
Like
mean?
she said something about he
wait.
fell asleep in a sprinter. Here's my thing. Fat Joe recently then went on $1 million. No, it wasn't $1 million with the game. It was Matt Hoffa's show. I forgot what it's called.
I know what you're talking about.
And he said we was just all out together the night before. Now Pap did try to come and say that didn't happen. I don't believe that shit. We was just all out the night before. She treated everybody to dinner. So let's piece this together now. They was out. So clearly there's some type of camaraderie between them still. They still getting along if they out to dinner with each other. She's complaining because he didn't answer her phone, his phone, and he not telling her where he's at, what he's doing. He fell asleep here. He was with his wife.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
They was together.
I think she knew she was a side chick. I don't
That's some
think.
cornball shit if you knowingly a side chick with a married man. Sorry.
And I think the bad part about
But
it
she
is
cheating too. But also my question is, do you think that Papoose handled it right? Because we just did an interview with Herb, and when Herb was talking about how he handled the situation with Art and Taina, he was saying how, you know, even though they was on the internet, I never went to the internet about it. You know, like I always made sure like things on my end didn't go to the internet. So when Pap got the posting Christmas pictures of Remy and what's his name, Big Easy,
Yeah.
Remy and her man on Christmas and saying you wasn't with our daughter and da, 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 da. Like, do y'all think that Pap handled it right? On top of Pap was at Clarrisa game like the next day. I mean, not game, her match.
But this shows me right then and there, like, whenever you're doing stuff like that, that lets me know that you're not over the situation. Because
lets you know as a person or as like
just in like that relationship, neither one of them are over it. Neither one of them, they probably still like. How many times have people been in situations where they want to be together, but they can't because of whatever's going on or whatever that person did? They can't get past it. But if that none of that stuff like even came up, they would still be together. To me, I feel like if he's reacting that way, she's reacting in her way with posting text messages. Oh, and she's calling the girl out on social media. That all screams to me that neither one of them really want to break up. They just, because they're doing stuff back and forth to each other, they can't even get to that happy medium of saying, okay, let's work on this. That's my thing. Because I'm sorry. Him going in the internet lets me know that he not over the situation.
So how should he have handled the situation though?
I think he handled it exactly how he should have.
Posted her?
Nah, because you
with her Christmas pajamas on with her boyfriend?
Didn't she post like text messages between him and the girl?
Yeah.
If you gonna, my thing is, if you gonna play the internet game with me, I'm gonna play it right back with you. I'm gonna make it 10 times worse. But see, I feel like as a man, no, because women are emotional. Men need to know how. Somebody gotta be the one in the right mind. But don't try to put me out like I'm a bad person, like I'm cheating on you, right?
What I will say,
but he could have went to the internet and said, "Yo, don't believe everything that's being said. I'll speak on it when the time is right." Because you saying like I'm cheating on you, and I'm with this girl sending messages the whole time, like you cheated on me first, and you like y'all taking Christmas pictures together.
Mark, how you feel about it?
Well, that go back to the Travis Hunter situation about the whole internet games and things of that nature. You can't. That go back to what I said before. You can't beat the internet. Me as a man, if a woman getting down on me on the internet, I ain't finna play no internet game with you. I'm not finna play no internet games with you. I'm gonna take this to real life. I'm gonna come see you, Jack. And if it gotta go to the lawyers, we're gonna take it there. Whatever it
and that to that point though, that's why I feel like they not over their situation with each other, Remy and Pat, because here's the thing, neither one of them filed for divorce. Y'all both moving out, neither one of y'all filing for divorce. That's a little weird to me.
You know that, they got investments and stuff, so I feel that. I feel why they haven't completely like got out the game with each other yet. I feel that. But just cause y'all still in cahoots a little bit, that don't necessarily mean that y'all need to be together.
Remy kind of Remied. Like
Remy was hurt. I'm glad she was hurt. So she did something down to hurt people. She went
overboard though when she tried to say that thing about Papoose. Now that's why people don't be. That go back to say why men don't be trusting women with their secrets and things of that nation.
I feel that. Well, we're gonna take a commercial break, guys, and come back with some more topics.
In action.
All right. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Shout out to McDonald's for giving out the chicken Big Macs. I'm about to do a review.
Oh, so it's giving like Mac chicken at the bottom and then like a chicken nugget on the top. Big Mac chicken sandwich.
I don't know how to bite in this thing. Mac sauce is on point. You can't never go wrong with Mac sauce.
It's the Big Mac sauce for sure. This is actually really decent. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll give the chicken Big Mac. I give it an 8 out of 10.
A 9.5 for sure. I'll give it a good 9.5. This is actually really good.
This is amazing. I need 2 more. Can I have yours?
Person, like fuck even a full artist, like as a person, the music that I was constantly taking in was only a fraction of what the real world was, but it was what people wanted me to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I had a conversation, shout out to an amazing artist and journalist from Chicago named Cody Mack. He was like, yo, I see all the success you're having, I love it. He was like, but I feel like you can pull some of that positivity from hip hop, and I think that we really need you. And I was like, hip hop needs me? I was like, oh shit. I was like, this is what I've been waiting for. That's the Batman signal. And I immediately, like, no cap. But this was all, like you said, it was very much inspired by the trip. And also, like, you know, the music and those different things. But immediately after that, when I came back to Chicago, I was like, yo, and you guys
So I just made a video about how I don't want to make this a photography channel, and here I am at the studio, about to do another photo shoot in the video.
Would've gave her my all to see you happy, yeah, you happy, yeah. Would've gave her my all to see you happy, yeah, you happy, yeah. Why you go and change on me? Why you change on me? Why you turn your back on me? Don't turn your back on me. Would've gave her my all to see you happy, yeah, you happy, yeah. Would've gave her my all to see you happy, yeah, you happy, yeah.
You want to
Is
introduce
this
yourself?
behind the scenes? I'm stepping in. Why are you shooting today?
I'm shooting because I need to step outside
Cause you
my
blowing
comfort.
up?
I wouldn't even say I'm blowing
Cause you
up.
blowing up.
I'm stepping outside my comfort zone. That's why you need friends like that, because she don't hype you up. I'm gonna be so mellow. But yeah, you know, when I do speaking engagement panels, you know, when we come in and take over, they need professional photos. What's the word?
Voice of the streets.
Voice of the streets. Like, we got Chicago on lock. By this time next year, we got the Midwest on lock. Down by this time the year after that, we gonna have the nation on lock.
I feel like it's bigger than Chicago. I be saying like, I seen her in there. I seen Chance in there a million times. Taylor Bennett in there.
I wish I had Joe energy. I don't know how do I get there? Like, what? Like,
That's
she's
just
always
who I
just
am.
upbeat. Even when she cussing me out, she upbeat.
You know, watching it all, and yeah, you know, I try to show love to any outlet, you know, because you got to start somewhere. You start small and then you end up big. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could end up one of those platforms like College Kid or Academics, or, you know, a big platform like the Shade Room. You never know. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's the word? They started off small. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's the word? Started off small, and now they, like, in my opinion, they the biggest media outlet when it comes to Chicago. Them and College Kid. So yeah, you know, I try to show love to everybody as much as possible. Anything that, you know, they ever need from me in any way.
Man, I ain't got no kids. We back. I ain't gonna let y'all pick the next topic. We going straight into it. Sleeping with 100 men in one day. I don't think my vagina can survive that, but can I say vagina on him?
Yes. I never get to meet those women. They don't never appear in my life.
I think you have to find them on like the OnlyFans, like the adult content creators.
That's too much money.
It's a community for that. I'm sure it's a Facebook group that's like adult content creators. So you could probably ease your way in there and then just go from there.
Just finesse your way in there.
Yeah. But why would you want to be a part of...
It's not that I want to. It's just a matter of... Like, I would still probably say no. It's just the idea of just being offered that.
You just want to be in the classroom.
Yeah, I want to expose. I just want to be exposed to it and see it. Not the matter. If you want to sleep with 100 men in one night, I ain't. Like, you don't know what might come from that.
It's a day, 24 hours, not just a night.
Oh, a day.
Yeah, so she has
it's
some
like
time.
Full day. It's like, you know.
She has some time. Well, we're gonna bring in Chris. We're gonna bring in Chris D to give us a little context on the TikTok documentary and Miss Lily Phillips.
Yeah. So shout out to Josh Peters. He had a documentary on Lily Phillips. It did 5 million views. If y'all familiar with Lily Phillips, she's a OnlyFans, corn star, adult, whatever you want to call it. And she called this a stunt, where she did 100 of them in a day. And he documented the whole thing. So some of these guys that came out there flew in. She's from London, from Notting Hill. So some of these guys flew in from Switzerland, from the States, from Australia, all over. One of the guys said that he spent like 800 pounds, which is equivalent to like almost $1,100 for the whole round trip situation. Some of them came in strictly to do that and get on out of there. And they all had somewhere around like 3 to 4 minutes apiece. Josh asked her what was up with the condom situation. She said she bought 200 Durex in case one of them popped. She felt bad at the end of the documentary, not because her coochie hurt, but because she was like, she wasn't able to please everybody. Like she...
That's why that doesn't sound appealing when you in that situation. It's more like, feels like a running gun type of situation.
That's what it was, essentially. She said the next stunt that she's trying to do was 1,000 in like 48 hours.
So then my thing, why would you, if you didn't have fun doing it the first time, why would you double down thinking you going to have more fun?
Because she probably had made hella money.
Oh, she made some bread.
So again, like for context, when she said her first week or 2 weeks doing OnlyFans, she made $13,000 in a month, excuse me. Her first month on OnlyFans was $13,000. She didn't even want to say how much she making now on camera because it was so much. So when it came into context, she was like, she loves the sport. Like she loves the situation. My thing was they did this at an Airbnb. And if I was the owner of the Airbnb, I would be pissed.
You can't be pissed.
You can't.
You can't be pissed.
They didn't tell them why they did it.
Why I gotta tell you that I'm finna have a freak off in your Airbnb?
Listen, if y'all watched
I would have did it even if it wasn't 100 people in here.
When the cameraman walked in to see what the room looked like after he gagged because he said that's how bad it smelled in there. They said her eyes was so red because she was getting sprayed back to back to back to back to back. Yeah, come on, bro.
Whoa! Dang, I didn't know she was doing all that. She probably made like $4 million.
What was crazy though was that when they asked her about certain things that you would think an adult film star would be mindful of, Josh asked her like, so what's the parameters of these guys? Like, are y'all worried about safety? Like these people are coming from all over. You don't know anything about them. She said that we're screening them. We're asking them to give us STI results, screenshotting them, not emailing them. That's number one.
They could change.
They could Photoshop it, doctor it, whatever.
She got something.
Number two, when
she probably don't. Maybe the lawyer really with her.
Nah, I doubt it.
The morning of, the night of, excuse me, they had so many of them backing out, right? So now at this point, they trying to scramble to just meet the 100 people quota. So they say, so Chris, say you signed up for it. Right. She goes, yo, bro, you got any friends that might be interested that's close? Can you bring them with you? Because we short and it wasn't like 2 or 3 people. It was like 40 people that backed out.
So besides the money, was there any other reason as to why she wanted to do this 100?
She said that she gets a serotonin like overload. She said like it makes her happy. And
she was crying at the end.
They said she was overwhelmed with emotion because of what happened. She also said that she felt bad because some of them
they couldn't.
So one, if I'm doing this, I gotta be first. Like even if I did it, I gotta be first. I'm not going 15 in, 40 in.
You gotta pay extra if you want to be first. Oh, she a smart girl.
That's cool.
Wait. So I gotta back it up a little bit. So you have to pay to get in?
You have to pay for it, yeah.
Yes, you
Okay.
and
I thought it was like a membership. I don't know.
She prioritized her top subscribers on OnlyFans. It was more like an exclusive thing. So
exclusive,
like
okay.
for my fans, it was 100 of her fans essentially. And then the ones that backed out, they kind of was like, I heard about it. One of the guys they documented, they changed his voice and all that. He was like, I don't really think about things before I do it. I just go. You feel me? I heard she was like popular or whatever, so I pulled up. The reason, like she had a line like you going to visit Santa Claus or something. They all kind of sitting outside. But the reason why I said like she was crying or she was overwhelmed with emotion is because she said some of the guys came in there, and that's why I gotta go first. Cause I'm not gonna be sitting for 3 hours on rock like trying to get on. Like if you go in there and don't perform, they was like, yo, can I come back and try again?
Okay, so wait, so
that's more money for her though. So that's what she.
They don't pay twice. They just come back in and try to get it off again.
Bro, that's crazy. You paying a comeback fee over here.
Wait, cause you said they got 3-4 minutes each, right?
Yeah, they said a maximum of 5.
Do you like wait outside the room?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, can I be in the room? Like, can I?
As the Airbnb owner, they said they was drawing too much attention to the block because the Airbnb was on a real nice spot in Nottingham. But now imagine like a sneaker camp out in front of your crib, waiting to get in and get your 5 minutes off. Like,
I feel that because especially given all the money that she made, like you should have at least told the Airbnb like, this is what I'm trying to do. Are you open to it? Because if I was an Airbnb owner, I probably would still let her do it, but I would charge her more.
You would charge her for a set fee. That's what people do when they film movies or all of that. They found out like we found out. They watched the documentary and saw 4 million people tuned in and was like, this what was going on when I was out of town?
I would have sued y'all. Something. Yeah, y'all got to give them some bread for that. Y'all nasty. Doing
Can
that
they sue her though? I mean, can they sue her for that?
They probably can.
Depending if she made some bread for sure.
Because you probably can't have that many people in your house.
Yeah, because they have like stipulations on how many people you supposed to have in the house at one time.
Mm-hmm. You bringing 100 people to a freak off is crazy.
She could soon get them a quick little 56,000.
Shit,
I would.
I wouldn't pay for nothing like that though. That doesn't sound.
You know what's funny though?
Some people that have money, that power, they just pay for anything.
I'm just gonna say this:
it's disgusting.
Men are nasty
as hell.
Like just the mere
Women
fact
nasty
that
too,
you is gonna pay to possibly not yes you will get some pleasure out of something. Like, and then it's other men.
Jay, let me ask you, all the ladies, this question.
Just nasty.
Men pay for it all the time.
No, but let me ask you this. What if you did that? I mean, you're a relatively handsome fellow. What if you had an Airbnb and wanted to get 100 girls?
They're gonna put my statue in the United Center next to Mike for sure. I'm gonna be up there just like this too, with the tongue out and all that. You feel me? Hall of Famer.
Do y'all think women would like
Not
go, like
too
if
much,
100, like you know what I'm saying, 100 women would go for it, like Odell Beckham, somebody like
they
that.
not gonna pay for that.
I would say yeah. Would they pay for it?
It would be a lot of cougars and a lot of trust fund babies that would pay for
100
that.
people though?
Just because, yeah.
And
you know how many people are in the world? You think it's not 100 people that will pay to have sex with Odell Beckham?
But I also feel like that they wouldn't pay to have that. Like women probably wouldn't want to do that on camera.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
No, it wouldn't be on camera. It wouldn't be on camera. To do it.
Hers was on camera. Lily Phillips, they put all of it on. She's supposed to put it out in sequences on OnlyFans to get more money off of
and
it.
She finna get more money.
And she finna get more bread. Smart. Let me tell you about the process though.
Yeah.
Wild, though.
She told Josh she gave every last one of them top with no condom on before they even got into the act of having sex.
See,
some of them she didn't even start the timer on, and she said she wanted to honor the 5-minute limit. So they might have got extra, like 7-8 minutes or whatever. And she said she was upset that a good portion of them didn't finish.
I get that your vagina not hurting, but I know your throat hurts.
Especially if you just one woman.
I know your mouth.
One woman can't take care of all them fellas.
That's
like
a lot of
That's
baby
too
oil
much going on.
That's why, baby.
That's why you gotta have
all that
least,
mouth action, girl. I would. Ooh.
That's why she should have had at least about like 1 or 2 other motherfuckers in there. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 or 2 other, to take care of the fellas and wait for the main event. Like the undercard.
The stunt doubles.
The undercard. She should have had the stunt doubles, undercard.
Stunt doubles would have been nice, and you just cut them off a little bread, and if they recording it, they could angle it with a stunt. Well, we wouldn't even know that's a stunt double.
Yeah, and now you not only just getting money for yourself.
At least do the beginning part, so you ain't gotta give all that mouth action. Child,
and you would be contributing to the greater sex worker community.
Can y'all do the math on that though? If it's 100 dudes,
I don't want to.
100 men, 5 minutes apiece. She didn't really have time to eat or shower or take
She had time to eat.
She was eating.
She had a drink.
Filled up, okay?
She had a shower too.
Hydrated and everything.
Oh man, that's so nasty, man.
I would never.
We're not kink shaming though. It's
I ain't gonna lie.
We not king shame. We love everybody that do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, that's
And I
That's
respect her
nasty.
for not being not crying. I thought she was crying because like she actually did it and was like, "Oh, I regret doing it." I respect her for not regretting it. Cause y'all know how I feel about the Gucci third leg girl. So I respect her for not regretting doing shit. Hold on to what you stand on. She stood on business.
She gonna cry in a few years about that.
Her kids, she ain't gonna cry till her kids say something. She gonna have some kids and they'll be like, "Mommy, why did you?" Yeah.
I don't want to get.
Imagine coming home for Christmas and y'all sitting at the Christmas dinner. What you been up to lately? What you got going on?
Getting money. Getting money.
They ain't mad because they getting nice gifts.
Okay.
And when you think about it though, like you kind of understand once you got to think about it. You got to understand, like women. I understand why women charge for it. As I've gotten older and really just getting to know women and really just think about the things women go through, I understand why women charge for it. You know, you got X, Y, Z, and you put me through X, Y, Z, and that's all you want. Well, nigga, you gonna have to pay for it. If that's all you want me for, whatever the case may be, you know. You don't like me for my personality. You don't like me for this and that. You ain't trying to do nothing for real with me. That's all you want. Well, nigga, you gonna have to pay for it. Especially I
why
got
you
bills.
just can't get somebody that you like you? Like, why can't you? Why does?
I understand why women charge when you think about it.
But we also charge. I ain't gonna say we like I just be out here charging people. Hold on.
Don't put yourself out there.
Women.
I don't approve of prostitution or nothing like that.
But women also charge because y'all be so ready to pay for it.
Yeah, that's what
if
I'm
y'all
saying.
weren't so ready to pay for it, we wouldn't charge.
I don't be wanting to pay for it.
Do you pay for it sometimes?
I don't be wanting to. Like,
let me ask you this: do you feel like you pay for it sometimes? Not like it's just a financial transaction off back, but if you feel like, well, you know, if I'm spending this money to take you out, we're going to get something to eat, we're doing this. That don't make you feel like you paying for it. Because some men really feel like if I'm spending any type of money on you, I'm paying for this.
Them not the niggas you want. Them not the men you want to spend your life with. That's not them. Two different things.
You can spend a little time with them.
That's more of a. If I'm paying for sex, that's a straight up business transaction. That's a straight up like no different than if you go to a barber shop and I pay you money to cut my hair, you're supposed to cut my hair. Whether compared to taking somebody out, you're not obligated to that. Have to come in. You don't come in dating somebody. That's how people get their life messed up. You dating, you don't. That's supposed to be like a surprise whether you get it or not. You don't come out the jump expecting it off the bat because she don't got to give you nothing.
But getting a haircut after 99 people got a haircut is different.
No. I ain't talking about that. That's different. Now,
What we talking about getting pedicures though? You got to sterilize the tools.
Yeah.
I mean, they even wrapped the little toe bowl, the toe bowl thingy that we put.
Okay, they wrapped the toe bowl. You don't want to get in the toe bowl if they ain't took the toe wrap off.
True.
I ain't mad at her.
This is disgusting. She's filthy. That's a filthy woman right there.
See, that Leo in it.
She a nasty. I don't want to say that.
She might have God on her side though. Like,
God is not on her side. I pray. I hope God is not on her side.
I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
God said, "Come as you are." She said, "I'm here with 100 other men."
They was coming for sure.
For sure.
What's next, man? What's next?
Someone else who has been in the media lately because of some hate that she's been getting online is Cooking with Kaya.
Cooking with Kaya.
Cooking with Kaya.
Cooking with Kaya. Go ahead and do the rest of it.
I'll rock with Kaya. She said, baby, I will take your man with this plate, okay? I like Lil Kaya, okay?
Me too.
I like Kaya. The women are hating on her because...
What's the issue?
She remind me of Peanut from Baby Boy.
That's crazy.
The issue is, so Cooking with Kaya, she has her cooking content that she do on TikTok, and she's garnered over, I think she's probably over at 2 million now, something
Followers?
like that. Yeah, 2 million
What?
followers. And she's smart because she created a lot of sub pages, because once she started like blowing up, like a lot of women was like, oh, your food look nasty and you could never take my man. But then like it's a large majority of male TikTokers who are like, I rock with her, my girl don't cook for me, I be eating like hot dogs and hot Cheetos all the time, I rock with Kaya. And everybody else is just like, no, well, not everybody else, because I rock with Kaya. I think it's grown women are just like, girl, do your shit. Right. So she created sub pages just in case they try to take her sub pages down. Even all of her, I think she got like 3. All of her sub pages are over 100,000 followers right now. So Kaya is doing her big one, baby. And I ain't gonna cap, the food is not giving gourmet, but
It look.
She trying.
Good.
She trying.
Good. And then that's more so, you know what it is? Her food represents the 99% of what people cook anyway. Everybody food ain't. Like, we so used to looking at these high-end, big, giant entrees and stuff like that. Everybody don't cook like that for real. I think that was one of the reasons why she appealing is like, it's simple food that anybody could cook, that we gonna eat, that men gonna eat.
But sometimes she really don't even tell you like the step by steps, like, oh, you cook this for this many times, or you saute this, or you do. She really just play music and just throw it in the pot, and she just do it. Yeah,
that's what black people do though.
Yeah, it's a little different. She just, she doing her big one. I don't understand. I mean, I can understand why some women are hating. Like, if I walk in and see my man watching Cooking with Kaya, especially at my big age, I'll be like, why you watching this little girl?
Cooking with.
But that's at my big age.
I think though, people do too much. When you just getting mad at just people on the internet like that, and just you just, if you don't like it, cut it off.
But if you was a content creator, and you start making TikToks like, like in support of Cooking with Kaya, you don't think your girl will feel away?
She got to ask herself why. Why do you feel this way?
You right. I ain't even mad at you. You right.
Like, what is this a reflection of you? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of the times, like with situations like this, women are so quick to humble. Like, let me humble you by saying I don't like X, Y, and Z. But the reality of the situation is that girl could be on OnlyFans. That girl could be doing a lot of other things, but she is making content. And I think at her age, for her being young, you should be doing that. Like, let me make a cute little plate real quick. And if women, especially if you're an older woman hating on this young lady who chose to do something different and creative, because I don't see nobody else doing that. Right. Make it cute. She's a pretty young lady, so it's like, I don't see nothing wrong with it. She could be doing way worse, like messing with 100 men on.
Okay, she could. I mean,
she low key though. What she need to do is take a little cue from that book and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna have some of my subscribers come and cook with 100
men. Come try this chicken.
No, come cook with me. It's an experience. Cooking with Kaya.
No, for real, she could do like cooking classes, and all the men will be up in there, charge them like $200 a plate.
Oh, that's funny.
Let me ask y'all women a question though. Do y'all think, like, with certain women are feeling a way, do you think that this kind of represents a greater problem with, like, women comparing themselves to what they see on social media?
Yeah, I don't even think it's just with her. I think that's just with anything. Like, I feel like a lot of times when you have that hate in your heart, it's because somebody is doing something that you're not doing. It's because you don't have the courage to get up and be like, oh, I'm going to make my food too, even if your food don't look as gourmet or whatever. Like, you don't even have the courage to start, so you gonna hate on somebody because it's like the inner work that you haven't done because you jealous. You jealous, you mad, especially like I said, you come home and your man watching Cooking with Kaya and ain't even cooking. He just watching it just to see the food that she making. Like, it says a lot about what you got going on. So, yeah.
I just think the way people are out, like the way women are like giving her backlashes as if she was like some type of OnlyFans porn star. Like, shorty making food.
And she make
and do a little twerk. Like,
She do a little twerk.
little
Like when
twerk.
I
Like,
first,
yeah, 'cause I
went to go watch it, I just knew she was gonna like be taking her clothes off or something. Like I was expecting the wildest thing after this thing blew up, but no, she literally do her little dance and everybody liked the little song. She figured it out. She figured out her space in the world, and she doing it.
And
I
she
ain't
know how
mad
to
at
piss
her.
people off too with the way she talking about. Girl, you better come get this plate before I
Like,
take
take
your
your
man.
man.
Okay.
And that trigger people. She know how to game.
So you better cook
people
this
that-
dinner before I cook for him.
And that's the best way to get, unfortunately, to
She
get
need a
people
merch
going.
line.
I ain't mad at her.
What's the one girl name that's married when she hand her husband the plate and then she started and then she started troking?
I know
she started twerking and she called her kids.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name though. I know you talking about though.
She the GOAT. Now,
Now
that's
Kaya could be doing that, right?
She could be.
Now,
But she chilling.
Callie.
She-
Her name Callie.
Is it?
Yeah.
What she do?
She
I gotta pull the video for you.
She make like big breakfast or dinners for her husband. They be looking good too.
And then she throw that ass,
She
boy.
throw it. Like, it's,
She thick.
yeah.
The real
Like-
J everything.
Like that's
So
like
she
cooking.
Anybody
Hand
that
him
got
the
J
plate.
in their name.
Her name
Don't
Callie.
do that, cause I can name some bad J's out here. No. So she just get him to play and start twerking.
Like heavy. Like it's
And
like
y'all
it's,
Then she do
Like
that
heavy. It sounds like an AR-15.
And
Heavy.
then after that,
She
at
get the
the end of
clapping,
the video,
too.
she be like, Sharon, y'all come get y'all play.
yeah, cause she gonna get the kids too.
This is stuff that be on y'all TikTok
not
algorithm
gonna
because
hold
I have
you.
never seen this.
I
on
see-
on
TikTok.
Instagram.
I seen it on Twitter.
And then guess what? It's a dope, the way she got everything set up, it's a dope setup for the back end of what she's selling.
What is she selling?
OnlyFans.
She is selling OnlyFans.
Not
Yes.
Kaya, the other lady.
Oh, that's
So
a
what
little,
she do? She
Callie.
shaking ass on OnlyFans.
Callie, yeah, she doing more than that.
that's a little cringe though. You inviting your kids, talking about kids.
I don't know. It's weird.
That's a little weird.
weird.
I'm not gonna hold you.
She shaking ass on OnlyFans and passing her man a
She ain't
plate
shaking.
on TikTok.
She doing a lot more than that. It's
You subscribed?
It's husband and wife content.
Oh, it's both of them.
Yeah, it's both of
Yeah,
them.
it's husband
Oh
and wife
well, I
content.
mean, we can't feel no type of way as long as her husband cool with it.
Yeah, they both got their own pages too.
Man, I'm finna start shaking a little something, making a little plate. Okay, let me
too
tell
late.
y'all how
Candles
Mark
with
said that my
Bree,
toes
Bree.
look pretty today.
I like
Candles
that white
with Bree.
I'm gonna start making candles, have my little boobs out a little bit. What?
You gonna sell it?
I just,
Y'all is funny.
I'm gonna sell it. I swear to God.
There's a lady on Instagram, the little sexy QVC lady in Miami. She's selling that little vibrating board. She don't even be on there talking about nothing.
Because
But
you know why people like to complain, but we need to be honest. Sex sells.
I'm
and
finna be, baby, make candles with me. All you gonna see is the wick in my boobs.
Hey,
Get the wax
Right
the
here.
little-
Is the camera gonna be like right there? All you gonna see up to my neck.
Get the little. They have candles though where you could like pour it on and
Yeah,
like, it
you
turns
got
into body
like the
oil or
cocoa
something.
wax, and you could like pour it on your body and stuff.
That's
yeah.
that '90s stuff though. That's
No, it's like when you go to when you get a hand facial, they use wax.
that's his problem now.
and putting candles on somebody.
See,
Chris,
don't
you just
know
need to
nothing
be a little
about
bit
what-
more experienced though.
I ain't never had that yet. I ain't had
You
that
an
yet.
older woman, man.
No, I got my lady right now.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
don't
He
fuck that up.
happy. He happy. He's very
We
happy.
ain't doing nothing crazy like that.
Man, shout out to
I
Cooking with
encourage
Kaya.
faithfulness in all relationships. And shout out Cooking with Kaya and Cooking with Joya.
I don't know about Joya.
my
Joya
type.
on that OnlyFans doing
Yeah,
that
I don't know.
OnlyFans
She
stuff.
tainted that for me.
No, she a vegan cook. She cook vegan food.
That don't make it better.
So she don't eat
I
the
didn't-
beef, but she eat the beef.
I
Yeah.
didn't know she made. Hold on, we try to talk about two different Joyas.
Oh my god.
She made vegan food, then she throw ass.
I don't think she throw ass at all.
Is you finna
You
go
just
find
like
it?
the way she
Is
look.
you finna go
I
find
like
the
her
video?
food too. Look, if you got a cooking page, I prioritize the food over everything, no matter how you look.
So it's food first, ass later.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, if they come to if you have amazing food, then that, hello. I will propose to a person like that
Okay. Okay.
because it's about substance with me. I care
Oh
about
my
It's
God.
about substance. Speaking of substance, Drake had a lookalike contest. And it was a bunch of substantial Drake lookalikes.
Now,
I didn't know this was a thing. I just found out that there's this guy that goes around and have lookalike parties, and people just come to the city and go to these lookalike contests and win money. So Drake heard that there was a lookalike contest, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna pull up and I'm giving $10,000 to whoever looked like Drake." There was a little girl that won that like drew like a beard.
Wait, was she little? Like little girl? Like
she wasn't like age little. She was small.
That was cute. I like that one.
Cause we going.
Yeah, I thought she was cute too, but I feel like it was other people that actually looked like it was. I couldn't even figure out who Drake was in the video because it was so many people that looked exactly like this man. I didn't know this was a thing. Some people were saying that it's corny, especially given the climate of we still waiting for you to either drop some music or redeem yourself or do something, but you out here
supporting
the lookalike contest.
I don't think he wrong for that. They're like they just cool. They cute. They've been going on for like a month now. Like I think they started off with the one kid. His name Timothy Chalamet, something like that. Yeah, but like it started off with him, and I think ever since then everybody's been doing them in their own cities now. So it's like it's cool. I don't think it's nothing to be upset about.
We should have a Cody lookalike contest.
It's a bunch of bald head black people out there.
Who does Cody look like?
Who does Cody look like?
Mark, you low key could be in the contest.
You could be.
For real?
I could put like a little wig cap on.
Low key.
I'm actually bald.
Cody's really bald.
We gonna have a Cody lookalike contest. Have everybody pull up to like Reggie's
just
or something.
A little more on some Philly shit.
No, you don't.
And then I got had a little gray. Cody
That's
got the little gray.
I called dibs on that red mega hat. That's gonna be my look.
The red mega hat. You say this nigga on the mega hat.
That would be peak.
I'm gonna wear the Joe Budden hat he always got on.
Somebody got to wear the
short pants that show your ankles. Don't be coming through shimmying, please, Naughty.
Somebody got to be Dominican Cody.
Please.
I ain't gonna lie though, Cody got some good teeth. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, we moving on to the next topic.
You can't say compliment about a black man without
to the next topic. All in his teeth is crazy.
Man.
Okay, Jamie Foxx or the drones?
Jamie Foxx.
Drones, because I can't contribute to that properly.
I feel like you can if we talk about it. You could give your 2 cents.
The movie?
Yeah, the special. Chris, okay. Jamie Foxx or drones?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx or drones?
I'm outnumbered. Jamie Foxx.
All right. Jamie Foxx did his stand-up special with Netflix. It's supposed to be a comedy special. It wasn't really giving as much comedy, but it was giving one-man show. I appreciate it. They say it was giving more of a testimony. Everybody know what a testimony is?
Yeah.
Okay, they say it was giving more of a testimony rather than a comedy special. I appreciate it. I feel like that for him to actually come out and say what actually happened to him after all this time, I feel like there was not a better space to say it, especially a space where you ain't just gotta go on the internet, people start judging you off back. Like, you already shot the comedy special, you recorded it 2 or 3 times. So like a lot of people from, he said, the space that saved him, which is Atlanta, was where he had the stroke at. He did like 2 or 3 shows with different people in Atlanta. So I respected him for doing it like that. I respected it being more of like a one-man show opposed to a comedy special. Because also I feel like some people be having comedy specials on. First, Netflix got to stop giving out all these comedy specials. Because they do not be funny, bro. I know y'all wasting money on comedy specials. 2025, we ain't giving out all them comedy specials, Netflix. But Jamie Foxx was well needed. I hope that's the last one for the year because they ended out with a bang.
I didn't get a chance to watch it, but what did he say about his like?
So
his
what
time?
happened?
Yeah.
So what happened was he was in Atlanta for shooting a film, and he wasn't feeling good, and his sister ended up taking him to the hospital, and they said that he was bleeding, like his brain was bleeding, and he had a stroke. Yeah, so they was like, if we don't go inside his brain now, like he's probably gonna die.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so they did the surgery. He came out, God bless him. And then he was in Chicago because he was at a rehab facility. And they said he had to spend a year at a rehab facility because he said he couldn't talk, couldn't walk. He said literally when he woke up, he didn't even remember he had a stroke. Yeah, he was like, his bodyguard was in the room and he tried to like get up and like walk. And he was like, bro, like you don't want to try to do that because you can't walk. He's like, nah, you playing with me. Like, I know I can walk. No, ended up finding out he can't walk, can't talk. So he started all over again.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so... Yeah, he made a bunch of jokes about like the memes on the internet and people saying like he was cloned and people saying like it wasn't the real Jamie Foxx that was on the yacht out in Chicago when people saw him on Lake Michigan and stuff. So yeah, he just addressed all of that, and I feel like as such a legend that he is, that is how you address the public.
We don't deserve Jamie.
But we got him, and thank God he's still here.
Yeah,
exactly.
Jamie Foxx really talented though. Yeah, wait. I got a question. Y'all think he funny? Like, they gave him a comedy special, but like, do y'all think he's funny like nowadays? Yeah. Like, I think he was like back in the Jamie Foxx show era, like around early 2000s too. He was probably funny. I don't think he's funny no more.
I used to feel like outside of the comedy specials that he did have, because he has a classic. I think he has. I want to say he has a classic.
Like Booty Call?
No, a classic stand-up.
I can't. You talking about that?
The one he's talking about.
I need security. I might need security.
I thought that after the acting and everything else, that he might have transitioned into late night, kind of like Letterman or Jay Leno, because he's that talented. He could carry a one-man show.
True. By
himself. I think he's unbelievably funny. I think the way that they used to talk about like James Brown, the hardest working man in show business, Jamie Foxx is probably one of the most talented, not just black people, but people
on the planet.
Naturally talented. He can do a bunch of different things. You can believe him in a bunch of different roles, right? Whether he's a comedian or he's Ray Charles or he was at one point doing a biopic on Mike Tyson, right? Even all the way down to how he can imitate his voice. But Bree took the words out of my head. Netflix gotta stop paying for these comedy specials that are not funny, bro.
Unless them people pay y'all.
The latest Cat Williams one was dope, but
you liked it.
It was better than what we dealing with on a regular basis. The Chris Rock one was bomb.
Yeah, Chris Rock was bad.
I think everybody.
Now Chris Rock ain't that funny. I ain't gonna cap with y'all. I ain't never.
He just got booed off stage the other day.
He ain't never. And then I feel like Chris Rock goes to like literally skips over the border of you doing too much.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like black and white jokes, I don't like it. It cringes me.
It seemed like that's his go-to, especially when he don't feel like he doing well. He go right to that, like how comics used to do. If their comedy bit is not going well, they start like jacking on somebody in the crowd, right? Because that's they like life support essentially. Right. But in terms of Jamie Foxx though, like as much as the testimony was appreciated, it almost felt like trappy to me. Like people tuned in for a comedy special. And what they got was not that. So it's like, I don't really know how to feel about it on the back end. Because I was expecting to laugh, and it's just like,
I heard it's a therapy session.
And they have those, because Dave Chappelle did something like that a few times.
He did.
But Dave is funny.
But also,
Jamie Foxx is funny.
Dave is funnier. I gotta watch the special. But Dave
you gotta this the thing with Jamie. Jamie hasn't done a special. The best way I think to critique Jamie Foxx's actual funniness is to actually see him on a straight up special compared to something like this. I still think he's funny overall, but when you conveying certain messages like that, something gonna compromise, you know what I mean? Because, he does the singing as well. And not to mention, I hate that y'all didn't say he got 2 classic R&B albums, by the way. He need to give us an R&B album, if anything.
He need a tiny desk.
He do.
He need to overall jump back into music at this point too, because the game is missing Jamie. He need a tiny desk, a tour, album, the whole.
Let's slow down now. The man just had a stroke.
He just got off the deathbed. You feel me?
Slow down. That's how I feel about Usher. Needs to sit down. Usher is tired, y'all. He's so tired putting cherries in y'all mouth.
Hey, the cherry challenge carrying him through though.
Usher is tired.
That's the beauty of that tour.
I
haven't seen a tour like that just creates so many clips like that in a long time.
Every time, but I feel like they taking it. But I feel like they also taking it back to like what it actually means to have that physical connection with the people that rock with you, like having that physical connection with your audience. Because we see so many people that we love right now that don't come down the stairs, that don't come off the stage, that literally just don't even say, "Yo, Chicago, how y'all feeling?" Like they come, they perform, and they leave. So I respect people like Usher, and I respect people like Jamie Foxx. And I feel like if he was gonna do Jamie Foxx is the only person that could get on stage and literally sing, play the piano, do all 8 of his impressions from Muhammad Ali to Ray Charles. Like, he's the only person that can do that. So I think he did a good job. I do feel like they should not have said it was a comedy special. It was probably like 30% funny, but the emotional Bree and me enjoyed it.
And I think people still would have tuned in because we wanted to hear from Jamie. We haven't heard from him. We've been praying for him. You know, everybody loves Jamie Foxx, right? So when that happened, everybody kind of like, my heart is with him. I'm praying for him and his family. He was right. His sister and his peoples and his daughter, they held him down. We didn't get any news about it. They kept it close to the vest, even when people were putting rumors out there about what was going on with him. So we were looking forward to hearing from him. My concern, again, is like, Netflix is going up again. And they like, we gonna keep on dishing out the propaganda, like, y'all gonna tune in for this comedy special. I just hope that Kevin Hart or Dave Chappelle or the rest of them, when they come back out with their bangers, don't give us no TED Talk. Cause I'm gonna be done with them at that point. I don't want to spend money on something and then get something else. I want to laugh.
Especially Dave. I'm tired of this shit Dave be doing.
I went and saw him live.
Wait, why?
Because Dave, this is my thing with Dave's stand-up. The only he got some funny moments in them, but the only reason why a lot of people find those funny is that they kind of mad about stuff too. Not because of the quality of the actual joke, but they feel the way Dave feel, and they feel a certain catharsis from it, rather than a sense of any of those skits being actually funny. Cause all that stuff Dave talking about, people be hyping them Dave stuff up because they just mad about the culture changing. That's it. They want to be on that same Republican nonsense. That's the only reason why they find them things funny that Dave be talking about. Dave ain't funny like he used to be.
I feel like Chris
with
Chris
Dave,
Rock.
like
Chris
with,
Rock be. Go ahead.
That's okay.
But he be navigating to them people. But go ahead.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I feel like that. But I feel like Dave kind of speak for like somebody in the middle though. If we talking about his comedy specials, like I feel like he critiques the world and the U.S. like, which can make it funny. But I feel like with Jamie, like y'all said, just him just talking all day. Like, did he even have a joke about something that wasn't him, or was it just about him all day? Because that's not a comedy special. I don't want to see that. It was
about him. I mean, he made some jokes about like the lady that was like taking care of him in rehab. He made some jokes about like his bodyguard. He made a lot of jokes about the media and like the clones and stuff like that. Like he was showing the memes. You should actually go watch it.
He was showing the memes.
Yeah, he was showing
and
the
memes. And a good reference for that special is Richard Pryor. The one he had the red suit on.
I hear about that one a lot.
That one, that's a good reference. He talked about a lot of what he was going through as far as crack and things of that nature. So that's kind of adjacent to what you probably see with the Jamie Foxx thing.
Wasn't Jamie in that movie They Clone Tyrone? He's in it, right?
Yeah, he's in it.
I thought what was real interesting though was the outfit. They paid homage. Bree, she getting weak.
It's time to end the show.
It is. He paid homage to Martin. Martin on tour right now too, doing a comedy tour.
Oh, shit.
Back out there as well, so I'm excited for that as well. But crack is crazy.
What, you ain't never seen Richard Pryor stand up?
It's time to go.
You gotta watch that one, man.
Yeah, man.
What, Live in Sunset Strip.
I seen it, bro. It's just
Shout out to Richard Pryor. Shout out to Netflix. Stop giving all these comedians spaces. Everybody don't deserve spaces, but that's a whole nother conversation. We gonna talk about that
white
later.
boys in Austin. Anybody that come under Joe Rogan, hell no. Hell no.
On that note, Mark, what are you listening to right now?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm going through a lot of I'm still listening to classic dirt. What am I listening to? Gatto. I'm listening to D2X. Rico Shot just dropped some new songs. Check them out.
I shot the album cover for it.
Yep, that was an amazing album cover you did too, by the way. Congratulations, bro.
Flex.
You know what I mean?
Y'all put some respect on his name.
I'm gonna flex a little bit.
No,
you should.
As far as Chicago, Rico Shot and D2X right now. And star bands. Lots and lots of star bands.
We like star. Okay, J. Marie, what you listen to?
I actually been listening to that Kendrick album.
That's an amazing album.
Everybody who knows me knows I'm not the biggest Kendrick fan. They're surprised when they hear that. But I really wholeheartedly enjoy that album, front to back. Like, amazing.
What's your favorite song?
Gloria. Because I'm a writer, I just felt like I really felt seen when I heard that song. I really felt like connected to it because there's not a lot of songs out there that really like express the passion that comes behind like being a writer and just like even the complicated relationship between a pen and a creative, and how sometimes it can just be a little, I guess, up and down. So I really liked it.
Okay, Jay, look at the
Chris,
growth. Look at the growth in Jay.
Nephew Chris.
I've been listening to everybody, but right now I've been listening to she's from the UK, I think. Her name's Sad Boy. I'm listening to a lot of Sad
Is
Boy.
that the girl that was on the bus like this with the little outfit?
I'm picking.
No.
Oh, child. If I see her there, my TL one more time.
Peggy, yeah. Her name like someone to see, but I'm not
She
listening to
could've
her.
bought us some
That's
stuff,
wild.
that's
But
all I'm saying.
Sad Boy, I've been listening to her. I've been listening to Kendrick, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. What about you?
Me? Oh, I've been listening to all the ghetto Christmas songs, like The Temptations. I've been listening to DMX, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Pissed Silver off so bad.
You feel me? I've been listening to Christmas in Hollis. That's my favorite Christmas song of all time. For real. That's what I've been on all month.
I did listen to the Destiny's Child Christmas album like last week.
For sure.
Other than that, Leon Thomas still got me in the chokehold.
That's hard.
I've been listening to that D-Lo Curry.
Okay.
Y'all know I love me some Boss Man D-Lo. And that 3P LMA just dropped. I'm hooked on that. Like, I want to be in love.
The Jason Tatum joint?
Where's my Jason? Yes, that's literally what it is. The Jason Tatum
Jason
joint.
Tatum,
I love that she love that man. I love that.
Same.
Love that. Okay, she said, "Come and get you one of these." I feel it. Where's my Jason Tatum? Okay, so we can close out. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for production. Big Silver's in the building. Yay!
Yeah!
Thank you to Dora. Thank you for Creed the MVP for that's your name now, Creed the MVP, for always holding us down. Thank you for Naughty for never making it a dull moment, bro. Like I can't stand her. She be sitting right in front of us. Just doing everything.
From the moment she came in.
She's like that every week, bro. So if you ever watch us and we looking like what is going on, it's because Naughty is back here doing something. But we love you, Naughty. Thank you for being here. This is our last show of the year.
It's been a good year.
So yeah, I think we had What's the Word has had a great year. Thank y'all for being a part of this year. You know. Thank y'all for continuing to be here with us. Thank y'all for continuing to watch. 2025 it's only going to be bigger and better.
And shout out to the voice of Chicago, Bree Specific.
Cheers!
I'm going to say that right now.
Banger. Big drop.
For real.
Big drop.
I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to say this on camera. Until Smirk come home, Bree Specific is the voice of Chicago. The undisputed voice. Until Dirk come home, Bree is the voice.
I appreciate you.
Hear that,
man.
Bree?
Yes, I heard it. Y'all. Hey, clip this up. No, I appreciate that so much. Y'all know I be going through moods. I be like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm finna just be a housewife. And so I appreciate words like that. It really helps me to keep going and keep doing what we doing. Yeah, our interview with Jacquees, Jocelyn Hernandez, out now. Herb is out now. Thank y'all for running that up. And we about to get out of here. Everybody have a great Christmas. Have a great New Year's. We love y'all.
Wait.
What's the word? What's the word?
We still in, but